Hello, and welcome to another 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons one-shot here on Fantastic Dimensions. This game is going to be run by Lloyd and set in his Viking fantasy setting. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Lloyd, and let you take it from there.
Sure. Yeah, I'll get everyone to introduce their characters first. So we'll start with Vic, because he's closest to me on the screen.
I will be playing Uyaleg again tonight, which I've played in a previous one-shot. He is a Jotun, which is a half-giant champion. He's about 7 feet 10, around 485 pounds of big, gentle giant. He's very simple-minded and single-minded, but he is very, very kind and sweet to just about everybody until they make him mad. So, other than that, I mean, he was raised as a little gladiator toy, basically as a training tool for the warriors in his tribe, and he ended up saving the tribe. And they gave him a free position in life and sent him out to fight a war that is beginning across the entire nation.
Perfect. Okay, Posey, you want to go next?
You're muted, Philip. Sorry.
My name's Philip Posey, and I run Maps and Dragons. Today I'll be playing the character called Merker. He is a very lithe, thin, high elf who is a great dealer of death and the carrier of the Odin Spear, if you have checked into these previous Viking campaigns.
Okay, Chris, you want to go next?
I am playing Rosgul Arndif, the human assassin, chaotic neutral. He doesn't really have a hero's background. He has a criminal's background. He grew up as a sellsword of types and definitely getting into mischief.
Cool. Ian?
Yeah, I'm playing Damon Hearn. He's a Skogalf warlock. The Skogalf are a custom race that Lloyd has designed for wild elves here in the Viking setting. He is the last of his tribe, a bit of a scion, and it is up to him to ensure that the tribe's name enters legend.
Perfect. And Clint?
I'm playing Sven. He's the... How do you pronounce the snow elves?
Skogalf.
No, it's Kaldalf.
Kaldalf, okay.
Sorry, yeah.
He's a Kaldalf, like I forgot who it was. He also has a criminal background. Kind of went awry, and now he's trying to atone for his past deeds.
Okay, perfect. So today the setting is the city of Felvedrheim, which is the capital of the humans' empire. It's hardly an empire. It's kind of a few cities spread around that are kind of holding on. They're all fortress cities because between the cities it's pretty dangerous. The city sits on a peninsula, excuse me, just south of a big mountain range, and it's the seat of the High King as well. So it's a peninsula and then a little chain of islands connected by these really tall bridges, and then there's another island on which is the Stalburg, which is the Iron Fortress, which is where the king lives. The whole city kind of complex was built initially by giants thousands of years ago, but it was taken from them when the humans first came to the north with their gods as support. So you are currently standing in the midst of the greatest siege that's happened in memory, pretty much. The city's been under attack for about 6 days, continuously. You think the sun has stopped, the sun hasn't moved in months, and so it's very hard to know what time actually passes, but you all feel it's been about 6 days. Outside of the city is just a massive throng of giants, ogres, hags, dragons, all sorts of nasties who are just bombarding the city with boulders and fireballs and everything that you can think of. But the king has ordered that the ancient walls at the very front of the city that are kind of on the shortest bit of the peninsula, that they'll have to be kept. There's no falling back, is what he has said, which is very brave of him considering he's sitting in the castle. So you think it's the sixth day, as I was saying, and as you're standing around, I mean, you've been fighting for pretty much the entire 6 days. You guys are exhausted, but as you're standing, there's a huge crash, and there's screams of pain and terror. And about 200 feet away from you, a section of the wall has been, which has been thought indestructible, has been smashed open, and through the breach are coming just huge amounts of orcs and giants and ogres and all sorts of nasty, nasty creatures. The troops there are totally in disarray and they're demoralized and they're not very ordered. There's quite a lot of screaming and stuff like that. And at the same time, the outer gate of the huge gatehouse has also been breached by an enormous 20-foot creature with a bull's head. So there's only the inner gate still standing, and it's there trying to wrestle the gate down. So that's also a concern. And behind you, at the same time, on a raised platform, some of the commanders are standing. There's a couple of wizards and priests and a few generals who are shouting orders and kind of keeping relative calm in the whole area. And just as they're doing this, out of nowhere, these 6 Kaldalfur, who are the snow elves, just appear. They have this ability to misty step pretty much as often as they want, and they just appear next to those guys and engage them in combat. So yeah, that's what's happening right now. You guys need to decide what you think is the most important thing.
I think that we should go and help the wizards and the priests because they'll be the people who can help to heal us and to maintain calm over the city. Once we have the support of the priests and the wizards to help rain down fireballs and to heal people, we can go and and take out the Minotaur because I think that'll be the most easily conquered challenge. And then after that, we can focus all of our force on the orcs, the giants, and the ogres. What do you guys think?
I tend to agree with the other strange elf.
Pull your leg.
It makes a lot of sense.
And he starts going towards the Minotaur.
Oh shit! Okay, we're going for the Minotaur.
No, I will be going for the elves, these Kaldalf that have teleported inside and are attacking the wizards for sure.
I say, wait! Don't split up.
Try to stop him if you can.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the towards the elves myself.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head that way.
They're right behind us, you said, pretty much, yeah?
Yeah, there's like a platform behind you, and there's kind of, it's like a stage, I'd say. You know, it's about 20 feet up in the air. There's stairs on either side leading up to it, and on the top is like this little, I guess, balcony, and the guys are standing up there. The wizards have been raining down spells. The clerics have been like bolstering troops and stuff from up there, and the generals have been barking orders. But in the middle of this, these guys just appeared and are now engaging them in scary combat.
Okay.
How many of them are we looking at?
6.
There's 6.
Okay. And the other question I had, and it probably doesn't really have any relevance, but you said the sun hadn't moved in 6 days or so. Is that normal?
It's been normal since the spear was taken. So the first adventure we did, the spear of Odin was taken from the Temple of Odin, and since then the sun has stopped moving, and the gods have mostly stopped answering prayers and stuff like that.
Okay. So it has nothing to do with the siege. It had to do with that. All right.
No, yeah, it's a separate event.
Should we roll initiative?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Damon is on 19.
Okay,
Merker is on 21.
very good.
Roscoe's on 9.
I'm going to have to run downstairs. I didn't know we were doing dice. I thought we were having like a roller here. I'm used to that.
Sure. Okay.
There is a roller on the left, isn't there, if you want to use it? Oh, it's not there. I can put it up, though. Called Dice Stream, if you want to use it. It doesn't do modifiers. You'll have to add the modifiers yourself, but it's there now.
All right. Somebody wants to just roll me a quick 20 while this is getting in there, and I'll
roll it for you. Oh, somebody else did. What'd you get?
I got an 8.
So
An 8.
13.
13.
Lloyd?
5.
5. Excellent. So you're going tomorrow. And Sven?
Sven got 13.
13. Okay.
That 5, that's your intelligence score, right? Really?
No. I have an intelligence of 6.
Oh.
All right. So Merker, you are the first to act.
Excellent. I need to know the distance between the triangle of death that's approaching us. The Minotaur, the Oryx, and the Wizards. What's the distance between all three?
So the gatehouse is about 60 feet in front of you.
Yes, sir.
And so it's actually not a Minotaur. It's got a bull's head, but it's like much bigger. It's about 20 feet tall, and it's got a demonic look to it. And the breach then is about 200 feet on your right, so down from the gatehouse, and then behind you about 30 feet is the platform.
All right, yeah, I'm definitely going for the platform because I can get there within my one movement.
Sure.
And I will go there and I will engage with...
You'll also have to run up the stairs, so the stairs are about another 15 feet of movement.
Well, I'm going to go my 30, and then I am going to firebolt 3 times.
Okay.
All right. So the range on that is 120 feet, so it should be plenty
Totally
within
fine.
range.
Yeah.
Tell me about this environment. Are there any platforms overhead carrying hay? Are there...
So it's like...
is it made of wood? Can I catch the whole thing on fire?
It's made of wood. It's like a stage that's been erected so they can have a better view of the battlefield. And all around there are houses and stuff that people would have been living in up until the siege, which are mostly thatched roofs and stone walls.
Do any of them have their back to me because they're already engaged in fighting?
Yes, yeah. So there's basically there's one on each of the people up there. There are 2 priests, 2 generals, 2 wizards, and there's one Kaldelf on each of them.
All right, so yeah, I want to attack the ones attacking the priest. Attacking the wizards.
Sure.
Okay. Do I roll with advantage because their backs are to me?
Yeah, all right.
All right, fantastic. So that is a 18 to hit.
That's exactly enough.
Excellent. And I will go ahead and roll damage because I am 11th level. That is 3d10 of damage.
My. That is quite good.
All right, so that is 13 points of damage.
Okay.
How is he looking?
Oh, he's fine.
He's looking strong.
He's looking very strong.
His misty step doesn't even seem to be encroached upon, right?
Yeah, not even a little bit.
All right, I'm going at him again. Is his back still to me?
Yes, at this moment, yeah. He's kind of determined to get rid of his wizard.
All right, so that is a 22 to hit, so that is a hit.
Yep.
And damage on that is... So you just see this huge... It looks like the Odin spear, but made of fire. And it just flames through the air, and it catches all of his hair on fire. And it just comes around him, like this mane of fire that shoots off. And the wizard's like, whoa! And that'll be 16 points of damage.
Very nice.
And I will roll to hit him again. Is his back still to me?
No, he's looking at you now, for sure.
Excellent, that's good. So I make eyes with him, and I point. And when I point, the flame shoots out. However, this time, that is going to be a 15, so that will miss.
That's going to miss, yeah.
All right, so at least I have his attention.
Yeah. Alrighty. So next then is Damon.
Okay, so he's still standing. I've seen Merker throw 3 firebolts at him, hit him twice, but he's still standing. So I think, in the interest of concentrating our fire, I'm going to take the normal spear, which I carry, and I have in my hand at the moment, and I'm going to hurl it at him. How far away is he?
From you, like 40 feet, I'd say. I think
I need to move about 20 feet towards him. Then I think I need to be 20 feet away from him.
It's like 30 feet to the platform, and then like another 15 feet up. So he's not actually that far away. He's just up higher.
Yeah, I need to close to within, I think, 20 feet to hurl the spear. So that is going to be a 23.
That's going to hit.
And that does a d8 plus 5. Yeah. Okay. So that's 11 points damage.
Okay. This is on the same guy, right?
Same guy.
Okay.
Burn in hell!
Yeah, he's looking a bit. The spear just pierces him. He's looking a bit worse for wear now.
So I had to what? I had to move about 20 feet in his direction to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'll move 20 feet back to where I was in the first place.
Okay. Yeah, he roars and calls you a coward. All right, then it's actually their turn. So they're going to be fighting the various members on top of the stage. Try and take them out. Okay. There are a lot of secret dice rolling here. Alright, the general takes 1 hit. The wizard takes no hits because he's not being engaged by that one. The other wizard is going to take no hits because that's bad rolling. Ooh, the priest is taking 2 hits and the other priest is taking 1 hit. Alright, so these guys they're wielding, but all of them are wielding a spear in one hand and a scimitar in the other. And they're these kind of whirling, sort of really impressive-looking fighting styles where they're using 2 weapons and they're really quick. They're not even wearing armor. They're just really, really quick and dodge a lot. The one who has looked at you, though, Posey, is going to go poof and disappear into a puff of smoke and appear 30 feet from where he was, which I believe is going to be in melee range with you.
Yeah, he can try.
Oh, he's going to hit you.
Oh, he can try.
So he's going to hit you, or try and hit you with his spear and with his scimitar. Okay, so he's going to hit you with the spear, not the scimitar. And he's going to need a d8. Okay, so he does 7 points of piercing damage, and oh my god, I rolled 1 on both of my dice, and 4 points of poison damage. So 10 points of damage total.
Oh, okay. Do I need to make a Constitution save?
No, it's just extra poison damage.
Okay.
He's got a special ability that will make you do that, but this wasn't it.
I see.
Alrighty. So after them, it's going to be either Razgul or Sven, whoever you guys want, really. You both have the same.
Who has the higher dexterity?
I'm going to guess it's me.
Yeah, you've got a 20, right?
Yeah. So the one that just popped down to attack my teammate, I will go help him. I'll just run up to him. I've got the movement to make it down there, and then unleash the fist of death. So that's going to be 18 on the first one.
That's a hit.
And if this one hits, I'll be impressed. 15?
No, that's going to miss.
I was going to say. So 10 points.
Okay. Is that it?
Let's see, I get my bonus action, so
You can do your flurry of blows or something, I think.
Yeah, you spent a key point.
Alright, so and I'll apologize. This is like the second time I've played 5th edition, so.
Oh, good.
So let's roll again. Yeah, it's an 18 on the die, so that'll hit.
Yeah.
For another 12 points.
That drops him. Tell me what happens. Describe it.
You see Sven run down the steps at ungodly speeds, and he just starts pummeling on the elf, and as the flurry of those, he does a jump kick in the back of the head.
Knocks him the hell out. Breaks his neck. He is done for. Okay.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Actually, how many attacks do you get with the flurry of blows?
You get 2, I think.
Flurry of blows. Immediately after you take the attack action, your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Yeah, so he could make 2. Is there anybody else within range that he can move up to and get his last attack? No?
I wouldn't think so.
Ah, fair enough.
He's 15 feet from the nearest one.
How many feet did he move?
30?
What's your
You
movement
might have
speed?
enough, actually.
My movement's 60.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then you can get to another one and hit him.
Alright.
Yeah,
That
this
one.
guy has a blur. Your movement speed is 60. Holy hell.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an 18 to hit.
That's another hit.
And he's a Kaldoff attacking
Yeah.
the other Kaldoff.
Yeah, so that's 11 points to him.
Okay, very good.
I like this Kaldoff.
Yeah, that was some good work. All right. Razgul, you are next.
So the one is attacking the preacher man, right? The priest.
Yeah, there's two on preachers, one on a wizard, and two on the generals.
And they're below us on the platform.
They're above you on the platform. Sorry.
Oh, above
So,
us. Is
yeah,
there any way? Is there any way I could just like climb up?
I think as a rogue you have climbing abilities, right? Or is that just a thief that gets that? I mean, you can certainly make a check. That's no problem.
Because I just want to like try to bypass all that running. I don't have that much movement.
Yeah, if you run your 30 and then like jump, you could get up there if you roll really high on an acrobatics check.
All right, let me see. Yeah, I rolled a 2, so I guess I don't even.
No.
I kind of trip along the way.
So now you're standing at the bottom of the platform, looking up at the platform.
All right.
And then I think it's Uyaleg. Yeah.
So the question is, does Uyaleg even realize that the rest of the people went a completely different direction?
That would be, I guess, a wisdom check.
Well, it's 12, so 13 is the
Sure,
wisdom.
yeah. I mean, you're running and you're like, all right, guys, let's go. And then you kind of realize none of them are with you. And you
Now,
can,
the next question is, how far is the closest one to you?
to you? Well, you already ran in the other direction, so you'll be
Exactly.
your move speed away. So you'll be 60 feet away, I guess.
Oh, shit. Alright. Well, I'll make my move towards him.
All right.
Is there anything you can pick up and hurl?
You can dash as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to dash.
All right, so you can pretty much get to Merker then if you dash.
Alright, there you
Merker
go.
and no, just Merker actually.
Yeah, I'll get
This
to
is the
Merker.
bottom of the thing. Cool. All right, so Uyaleg is there. All right, back around to Merker.
You're on mute again, Posey. Sorry.
So there are 5 of these elves still left,
Yeah.
and they've been attacking the priests and the wizards. The one wizard is free though now, right?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
I would like to ask him to start using some kind of effects to try to hamper these people if he can help us out.
Sure.
And I will try to attack one that has its back to me with a firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a critical.
Nice.
All right. So that
30
is
damage.
that is 30 damage. Do you want me to roll again, or is it just a straight 30?
Yeah, I mean for crits, usually what I do is I do the thing that Perkins does and Ian does, where you get max damage and then you roll your dice as well.
All right. So that's 30 plus 6 and 7 is 13.
Okay, very nice.
So that's 43 points. How is he looking?
Very, very rough. Yeah, so he has basically just gone up in flames and he screams, and yeah, he's not happy with that at all.
All right.
You were picking on the one fighting the priest, correct?
Sure, if that's the one closest to me. So I'll blast him. Does he still have his back to me?
The one that was closest actually was the one that Clint had already punched. If you want to hit that guy.
Whichever one had his back to me is the one I hit.
Yes.
So
Okay, well that actually takes that guy out. The guy
Alright,
that
so-
Clint punched already.
then I will go for another one who has his back to me, if any of them do, and I will do the same thing.
Sure.
So that is a 20 to hit, but not natural.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
And that is 12. That's 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to move up to him, and I am going to throw a net on him.
Oh, excellent.
Okay. Is his back still to me or not?
No, it's not. He's definitely
Okay.
looking at you now.
Okay, great. So that is an 18 to hit with the net.
Okay, that's gonna hit. What does the
All right.
net do?
So that does a condition that's called restrained.
Right. Okay, that's really annoying. Okay, so he's restrained. Perfect.
Do you want me to read you what restrained does?
I think it's that he can't take actions, or he can't take reactions, or yeah. Go ahead and read it to me.
Okay. So when you are restrained, a restrained creature's speed drops to 0. It can't benefit from any bonuses to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Damn, nice.
The creature also has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Excellent. Okay.
So I look over my shoulder to people and I say, "This one now, concentrate the force."
Okay. Very good. Okay, excellent. Then it's going to be Damon's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to do. How far away from me are they now? They're still about 40 feet away.
You moved up. You're moving back, right?
Yeah, I moved right back to my original spot. So.
Yeah. So about 40.
Okay, so I'm going to do. And how far away behind me are the other guys, like the orcs and stuff that were pushing in?
Oh, like the breach is like a good 200 feet away. The gate is about,
Oh, great, no problem.
about 60 feet away.
I'm going to move 40 feet back then,
Okay.
and I'm going to start doing Eldritch Blast, which I get 3 attacks with at this level.
Uh-huh.
So the first one will go against the one in the net, which he just said to concentrate on.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19 plus 7,
That's a
26.
hit. Yep.
And
You just need to hit an 18.
9 points of damage.
Sorry?
9 points.
9. Okay.
So the second blast, he's still alive, I take it.
Uh-huh.
Second blast on him then is another hit for 14 damage.
Ooh. Okay. He's still going.
Still alive? All right, the last one will hit him as well. Then 3 blasts straight at him. The last one is 13, so that's a miss.
Okay. Yeah, he's hanging on just about.
Okay, and I'm now 80 feet away from the danger.
Yeah. But from one danger.
Well, yeah, you know.
All right. Then
Prioritizing dangers.
it's the Kaldalf turn. So, realizing that you guys are probably a bigger concern than the people they're attacking, they're going to start moving towards you guys. So, the ones that are engaged with the generals who are in the center are both going to run at Merker. They're going to get opportunity attacked by the 2 generals. Who one of them hits. All right.
Do they happen? Do I get an opportunity attack as they run by, or are they on the different place?
The other side to you of the platform is where they're going to. So they're both going to try and hit Merker because Merker is a real pain in the ass. So let's see. Once with a spear, once with a scimitar. Oh god, Kaldalf, get your shit together. And the other one. Wow. Okay, so 2 of those were critical misses, and the other 2 were just misses. So that's embarrassing.
Lloyd, is it okay if I describe what happens?
Absolutely, yeah.
So they both come together at the same time. They do their spears together. Merker hops on top of the spears with both feet. And then they swing their scimitars. He jumps over it with a backflip, landing in between the 2 of them.
Perfect, yeah. They're stunned. They can't believe that happened.
So they're going to be his next target. And the guy below them is still, like, in the net, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay.
So there's one more fighting a wizard. He's going to try and hit the wizard. And he does hit him once. Okay. All right. Okay, that's their turn. Sven.
So the one that's in the net is below me, right?
You're all up on the platform. He's across the platform from you.
Oh, okay. I'll just move over to him and unleash the Fist of Death. So that's going to be 26 to hit.
Yeah, you have advantage on these hits as well, yeah, so you can roll 2 dice and pick the better one.
Oh, okay.
26 hits anyway.
25 will hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not going to spend the key point. I'm just going to use the extra bonus action to get just one attack.
Sure.
So that'd be 22.
Yeah, those are all hits.
All right, so 10, 13 plus 30. My mind is. Why can't I do math today? 13 base plus another 21 is
24.
24.
34.
Thank you.
34.
34, yeah.
Yeah,
34.
that takes him out. So you just rush over and you just while he's in the net and he is done for. You will get an opportunity attack as you run past one of them. Let's see if he manages to hit you. He does. Excellent. So you'll take 10 points of damage from that guy. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Then it's going to be Sven. Oh, sorry, Razgul, you're next.
Okay, I'm gonna look around, hoping that nobody saw me just dash across here and jump 2 feet high. And rethink my situation. I'm gonna dash around the way that everybody else went,
Mm-hmm.
and seeing what's going on. I'm gonna get to the one that is in between me and the monk.
Right, so currently Merker is kind of facing two of them, and Sven ran past one of those and killed one on the floor. So you'd have to run next to Merker, I guess. But yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
They're both engaged with Merker. There's also one engaged with a wizard.
That's good because that means he gets sneak attack.
Yeah. Well, then I'll go up to where Merker is and I'll get one of those. And that will be a 19.
That's a hit.
It's about time you got up here.
Yeah, my fault. I was putting on my disguise, my makeup.
If it's any consolation, you look great.
Thank you. We're talking this as we're in combat.
Of course.
That is a 14 points of damage.
Okay, very good. Alrighty. And then it's going to be, I'm going to give the people up on the pedestal a turn as well because I should have given the turn the first time around, but I didn't. So the two kind of general-looking guys run over to the guys who are fighting Merker and Razgul, and they're going to try and hit them.
Can I go on the defensive real quick?
Sure. You want to take dodge?
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Dodge will work, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's your bonus action, right? Your uncanny action, whatever it's called.
The canny.
Right.
I
can hide too. I can kind of like hide behind the wizard maybe, but I'll go with dodge.
Cunning action.
My rolls have been catastrophically bad today, so both the generals also miss. And then the wizard who is not engaged is going to try and hit a firebolt at one of them, and he also misses. Yeah, it goes past. The priest though is going to cast bless on Merker because he's seen him do so much cool shit. He's going to bless you. So that's a 1d4 on your attack rolls, saving throws. I think that's it.
My attack roll saving throws.
I think that's it. Let me check. But I think it's like you get to roll an extra 1d4.
I'll check. You go on.
Sure. All right. So then after that, it's back to Merker.
Hey, what about Uyule?
So Merker just hears like these Valkyries enter into his ears when he was blessed, and they say, "Slay them, slay them all."
Unfortunately, Merker, it's actually Uyaleg's turn. I skipped Uyaleg for some reason.
Ah!
Yeah.
Merker still hears these Valkyries though.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, is there any of them that are around that aren't sworn by my allies?
No.
No?
No, you're kind of. I mean, there is. Now you're left about 200 feet. There's like a huge battle going on, and there's this big monster trying to rip open the gate. But is there an area of relative calm around where you are, or it's just this battle on the platform?
All right. Well, in that case, since I got closer, they're within my move now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to use my move to do the unstoppable charge.
Okay.
So I have to roll to hit. That is an 18 plus, so a 28, I'm guessing hits.
Oh yeah.
So damage. 21 points of damage.
Nice.
And he does a DC 16 strength or dexterity save.
Okie dokie. Yeah, he makes it.
Okay, so he's not knocked back and prone, but now I get my attack. 27 hit.
Yep.
That is 18 points of damage. Or I'm sorry, no. Apologies. 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And he's still up.
He is just about still up, yeah.
I'm guessing a 12 misses.
It does.
What about a 19?
That hits.
15 points with that hit.
That drops him. Alright, so Eli sprints up the stairs, knocks into this guy with his shoulder, and then just continues to hack while he's there and takes him out. Alright, then it's back to Merker, who's hearing Valkyries.
So, the Valkyries are saying, kill them all, kill them all. And how many elves are there in front of me? Are there one or two?
There is one in front of you and one still engaged with one of the wizards on your left.
Excellent. The one immediately to my left who just miserably failed attacking me, I am going to attack him.
Sure.
All right. So that is a 20 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that is 10 points of damage. I'll attack again. So the sword just comes up in an arc, slashing open his chest. It points towards the sky, and it plunges into his chest again with a 19.
Very good.
So taking 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And I will attack again to sever his head. And that is a 21 to hit. So it comes off, catches him part of his neck, and rips into his jaw, slashing some of his teeth out of his face for another 12 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, he is in bad shape. So you have cut his throat and his jaw. So this is like a really nasty cut across his face. You can see most of the inside of his mouth, despite it not being open. So he's not happy with you at all. Damon, you are next.
My first Eldritch Blast then will be on him. And that's a miss, so I don't know what it is, 12, yeah. So the second one will also be on him. I think that's another miss. It's a 15.
That's a miss.
All right, let's try one last time. Just die. Okay, that's a 25.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And it does 11 points of damage.
Okay. He's still up.
I'll move another 40 feet back.
Whoa!
Okay, you're pretty much at the gate. You can hear this gigantic creature, like, you can hear iron starting to, like...
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you said it was a couple 100 feet behind me.
It was about 60 to 80 feet, roughly, behind, like, directly in front of the platform. So the further you move back, the closer you are to that.
No, I won't move back then. I'll stay where I am. Sorry.
Okay. Even so, you can hear this squeal of iron starting to move as this huge creature is just, like, ripping a gate apart.
Yeah, I'm going to think about that next round.
Then it's the remaining Kaldal's turn. The one who has just been absolutely ruined by Merker is going to try and plunge a poison blade into your heart. So he's going to try and hit you. And miraculously he does. So that is going to be... so 12... 17 points of damage. You need to make a Constitution save.
Okay. I rolled a 14 Constitution save.
Okay, then you're also poisoned. You have the poisoned condition.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Is this an ongoing save for each round, or is
Yeah,
it just?
you make it each round. Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to use my bless to give me 1d4 for my save. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
So the 14 went up to a 15.
Not enough. You need a 17. Okay, so yeah, you are poisoned. And the other
Oh
one
shit.
who has been fighting the wizard, he turns around and tries to stab Uyaleg in the back because Uyaleg is not paying attention and do the same thing. And he's going to do that. So it's going to be 16 points of damage to Uyaleg, and you need to make Constitution save.
Constitution save.
You're probably going to make it, but even so.
27 on the Constitution save.
Yeah. You make it. Just about.
Oh
There's
shit.
19 points of damage, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I messed up on my Constitution save.
Okay.
Because I have the champion feat, I can add part of my proficiency bonus to the Constitution save.
Okay.
And I'm also proficient in, so that would be a +6 to my roll.
So then you would have made it. Okay.
I would have. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
My bad.
My glee is destroyed. All right. So after them, we're going to look at Sven. So there's 2 left.
So there should be one like right beside me,
Right in
pretty
front
much.
of you, yeah.
So I'm going to just do a spinning jump kick and pop him in the head.
Very good.
22
Mm-hmm.
and 15.
No, that's going to miss.
All right. And then for the bonus, it's going to be 17.
That's also a miss.
All right. So he would just take 15 points and like it.
He will not like it. It's going to drop him, actually. Yeah, you kick him and his head just separates from his body and it just goes flying into the distance. And everyone is just horrified at what you've just done.
Yeah, Mercury had already loosened his head, hadn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's it. Yo, I loosened it for you.
Yeah.
Ricker says, good work.
Razgul, you are next. There's 1 left. And he is engaged with your allies.
Is that the one that stabbed me in the back?
Yes.
It's on me.
Yep.
And the only one that's left is the one right beside me, right?
Pretty much. He's fighting Uyaleg at the moment.
Right. I will just try to obliterate him and do my assassin thing and take him out
Cool.
as he's in combat with this dude. And that will be a 28.
That's gonna hit.
All right. And that will do 66. 22 points of damage.
Damn. All right. He's still standing, but you've pretty much severed an artery in his leg, and he is not feeling good.
All right. I will go on the dodge.
Cool. And then it's Uyaleg.
So Ulag feels himself getting stabbed in the back. He turns around. He sees the guy who did it. He just yells "Ulag" as he spins around, doing an uppercut swing with his great axe. I'm gonna take the -5 to the attack to add 10 to the damage. That is a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
17 points with that one.
Okay. He's still up.
The great weapon fighting style, that plus.
Yeah, you can take a -5 to hit to do plus 10 damage. One of my favorite things in the whole
I
game.
like it.
Yeah.
And the second attack is as he's bringing down the great axe with both hands. He's going to try to come in diagonally near the shoulder and neck. That is a 19 plus 10, 20. Oh, I'm sorry. No, 19 is a crit.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Champion?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna hurt, I feel.
42 points of damage.
Oof,
Oh!
he is just gone. He is a cloud of bloody mist. The wake of Uyalek's axe
Awesome.
attack. Jesus.
Ooh, your leg!
Ooh, your leg!
Oh yeah, I'll chant that too. Leg.
So you go
Roz
to like
covered in blood.
casually hit him and decapitate him, but instead you like hit him in the shoulder and it just cleaves the entire way through, and there's just this cloud of mist where there once was an elf.
It's funny too because Uyaleg is the Viking word for destroy.
Yeah. All right, so that's them done. You have saved the commanders, and they're very grateful to you. The cleric casts Mass Cure Wounds, so everyone is going to get back 8 points of health if you've lost any.
8 points?
8 points. Yeah. I think it's a 1d8 I roll, right? I haven't checked, but I think it's like Cure Wounds just for everybody. Mass Cure Wounds. Oh, it's 3d8, excuse me.
Thank God.
So you get another 8 on top of that, so 16. That's
I
good.
wasn't wounded, but thanks anyway.
All right, so you've killed these Caldales dudes, and you can still hear this squealing coming from the gate as this gigantic creature, this bull-headed monster, is like trying to rip the thing open. Yes.
Are any of the shadow elves still alive?
No, you've taken them out. There were 6, and they're done.
Do I recognize that this creature is not of this plane?
Yes, you absolutely do. Yeah, you would know that for sure.
I think I want to cast a spell.
What are you thinking, my friend? I
think I
see
wanna
you deep in
cast-
contemplation.
Smells of banish.
I think I want to cast banishment.
Yeah. I'm so sick of this goddamn spell.
It hasn't worked yet. Hold on.
Yeah.
It is no longer called banishment. It is Lloyd's Bane.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Actually, I'm using a spell slot of 5th level or higher. There's not more than one of them, is there?
There are 2 of them.
Oh, I'll do it on both then, because when I cast it as a 5th level or higher spell, I can target one additional creature for each slot above 4th, and I cast it as a 5th level spell.
Okay.
So I'll target both of them,
Yep.
and they have to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw. How charismatic is this demon? Not very good. Excellent.
Both of them. Yeah.
What's the DC?
Oh, the DC it's only 15.
They have magic resistance, which says a saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Would this be a magical effect?
This can't be right. Oh, okay, what is it? It's my proficiency bonus
the
plus
spell,
my charisma.
yeah.
Yeah, it's 15. No, it's 15. 15.
Okay. Well,
So that-
if it's a magic resistance, would give them advantage against this, right?
Magic resistance?
Says the Garisto has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Oh, well then, yeah.
Yeah.
Spell. That sucks.
Yeah, nails it. And the other one. What's your DC? You got a 15.
That is my DC, yeah, so he made it.
He makes it, or you make it?
No, he made it if he rolled a 15.
Okay. All right. Yeah, these are some powerful ass demons.
I hate you. Okay. Well, that's one of my 3 spells of the day cast. I have 2 left.
So these guys are trying to wrench open this gate, and they're making progress for sure. There's squealing and lots of noise. I mean, they're getting peppered with arrows the whole time, and there's Viking kind of warriors standing inside peppering them with arrows and stuff, but they don't seem to even notice.
I would like to ask the wizards and the priests and the generals if they can offer us any auxiliary support as we go to engage the demons.
Sure. The priest can definitely give you some kind of help. Let's see. What do we got here? Cleric. Well, they cured your wounds, kind of. They can go as far as to give you guys bless on everybody, or they could probably cast Death Ward on 2 of you.
Oh yeah, I'll take a death ward. That'd be awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, so they look around and they say, okay, yeah, Merker, you did a lot of work there, so they'll cast Death Ward on you, and then, let's see, what do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4 other ones. Let's roll a d4 and see who gets it. So many dice. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so Damon, you were getting the other death word. Alright, so they say, go with the power of the gods and slay this abomination.
I asked the wizards if they can cast a spell on me to put me over there.
Can they do that? Almost certainly. Let's see. They can dimension door you over there for sure.
Awesome. Guys, let's go.
How many people can you dimension?
Although Damon might want to stay back and shoot fire at them from afar.
Oleg.
Dimension door is your stealth, and I think you can.
Yeah, they don't want to go with you.
You can bring along objects. You can also bring one willing creature, so they'd have to do themselves.
Yeah, they don't want to go with you.
Or
They've
can they
got other things to do.
Can they cast Arcane Gate?
What level's Arcane Gate?
I'll tell you in a second.
Arcane Gate 6. Yeah, they can. Yeah.
6th level.
Mm-hmm.
So it creates a linked teleportation portal. So it remains open for up to 10 minutes while they concentrate.
Perfect. They do that.
1 point within 10 feet of you and 1 point within 500 feet of you.
All right, so they work in tandem. They've got these, they're covered in runic scars. That's how wizards are in this world. Instead of having a spell book, they carve the spell rune into their skin. And so they both have the same rune on their left arm, and it kind of lights up as they begin to cast. And then a gate opens up where you are, and also just where the in front of the gate, pretty much. A lot of soldiers there are kind of weirded out, and they run away from that. They're not really sure what's going on, but you guys can step through it at will.
Yeah. Merker runs through to attack these bull-headed creatures.
Okay.
Yeah, the portals are two-dimensional glowing rings filled with mist, hovering inches from the ground and perpendicular to it at the points you choose. The ring is visible only from one side, your choice, which is the side that functions as a portal.
Mm-hmm.
So I presume from our side, so that they don't start popping through it onto our end.
Exactly. All right, so you want to go there. There's also, the other battle happening about 200 feet down from there, where the wall has been breached and there's bad guys pouring through.
Yeah, I think we want to take on the bullheads. Unless anybody wants to do something else. Don't let me decide.
How many big demons do we have?
You got two big bull-headed demons.
Are they close enough for me to do the unstoppable charge to one?
You'd have to go through the gate. The
gate's
gate is
still closed, or you could go through the portal.
Well, if I go through the portal, are they close enough?
Okay, I misunderstood. I put the portal on the closed side of the gate. If you want to put it on the side where they are, that's totally fine as well. I didn't think you wanted to rush in there and try and fight them.
What did you think, Posey?
I thought we were going to be on the inside of the gate where they're trying to come through.
Sure thing. You can do that. Yep. If you want.
On our
Can
side.
we reach through the gate to hit them?
You'd have disadvantage. It's like a big portcullis sort of gate, so you can see through it. It's like a big iron sort of.
I think the idea, guys, is to reinforce the gate so they can't come through, not necessarily to attack them.
They'll get through anyway. Eventually.
But maybe we'll be able to buy you enough time to banish them.
Okay. I can try again.
Okay.
Can you buy me an hour?
Yes, I can buy you an hour.
Just in case I need a nap after this.
All right, so what do you guys want to do? You want the gate to be on the inside where the wall is kind of like where it's still defended, right? Not in the gate where you're fighting them directly. Okay.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, so you step out of the portal, you're like 10 feet from the gate. You can see these guys are like 22, 23 feet tall and just hulking monstrosities with these huge bull's horns, and there's kind of like a shimmer of heat coming off them. They're ugly, ugly creatures.
Are they giants?
They're not giants, no, they're demons.
They're demons, okay.
Yeah, their type is fiend.
Alright, I will cast Firebolt at them.
Something like that. There you go, that's what they look like.
Yeah.
How tall is the wall that they're behind?
The wall is about 70 feet tall in total. The gatehouse is a little bit taller, actually, than the rest of the wall.
Okay.
Are we able to shoot through the gate? Are there like holes in the gate?
There are holes, yeah.
Yeah, I will shoot. Oh fuck! These guys are gonna be resistance to fire. I know that. And I left my net back there. Son of a bitch.
I don't think your net was going to work on these guys anyway.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Firebolt at them and see what happens.
Sure.
All right. So that is 20 to hit,
Yep.
and that is 3d10. So the fire comes pouring out of my fingertips, rushing through the gate, sizzling the air, and crackling onto the demon. Does it seem to be affected at all?
It's affected
Or-
a little bit, but it's not hitting as hard as he thought it would. He kind of
For 12,
laughs.
it was for 12 points of damage. Nothing seems to happen really then to them. Okay.
It hits him, and he notices it, and then he kind of looks at you and he laughs. And this horrible, the laugh sounds like a fire crackling. And yeah, he says he's going to devour your soul.
Not the first time. I look at the gate. Does the gate look like there's anything I can do to reinforce it? Are there pillars I can put forward? Are there stones I can cast in front of it?
Yeah, I mean, there are wrecked houses kind of in the vicinity. You could definitely take like a log from a house and push it against the gate to try and keep it closed.
Are there any catapults or loose stones on top that I could see? Or do I need to move to get up there?
Their catapults would be on top of the gate facing out, not into the actual gate itself. I mean, there are soldiers all around. They're shooting arrows and stuff, but the arrows seem to be doing nothing.
So no puncture wounds are hurting them. Okay, I am going to run up top towards the catapults, and that's going to be the rest of my action.
Sure.
All right.
So you go into the gatehouse and you run up the stairs. That's totally fine. All right, we'll just go. We'll go Uyaleg and then across. So Uyaleg, what do you want to do?
Alright, so if I step through the portal, I'd still need to get through the gate to get to the big guys, huh?
Yeah.
But I was told to actually Udaleg was most likely told to hold the gate shut.
Yeah, you can absolutely try that.
He heard reinforced gate, so yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
So he's like standing on the side, pushing up against it.
Yep.
What's Uyaleg's strength?
It's an 18.
Alrighty.
My strength save would be a +8, and athletics is a +8. Just so you know.
Okay. Grant. Okay. Chris, what do you feel like doing in this situation?
I'm gonna go through the portal, and when I appear on the other side, I'm gonna look at everybody, see the wizard go up the steps, and I'm gonna creep up there also and look for a way to maybe get around behind them without them seeing me do so.
Sure. So if you go into the gatehouse, basically, if you imagine like a big square building, and on each side there's like a stairwell that goes up, and there's a floor above where the creatures are standing, and there's like murder holes, like grates where you can pour down boiling oil and stuff like that. They can be opened. You could jump down if you want to, but that'd be on your next turn.
Okay. Is there any oil in them?
Yeah, there's boiling oil there. There's soldiers running around, and they're kind of trying to figure out like what the fuck are we supposed to do here? What the hell is this creature? They don't know. They've never seen anything like this, so they're pretty terrified.
Okay, cool.
Ian, you're next.
Right, well, I'm going to have to follow those guys
Mm-hmm.
because I want to get up there above the gate anyway. And I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on the rogue.
Sure, cool. Greater
So
invisibility lets you act while you're invisible, right?
Yeah, he can attack and cast spells and everything, and he still remains invisible for the duration of the spell, which will be the next
awesome.
10 rounds. So you might want to take note of that, Chris.
So that'll give him advantage pretty much on everything.
It'll give him advantage on every attack that he makes, whether creatures engage with us or not. He'll get his sneak attack, everything.
Cool, awesome, good call.
Sweet.
All right, Clint, then it's up to you. You're next. Clint, Sven.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. I will step through the portal and I'll attack at a disadvantage and try to punch him through the gate.
Sure.
So yes.
Your fist counted magical weapons, right?
Yes.
Cool.
So that's going to be a 14 to hit on the first one,
That's gonna miss.
and a 17 on the second one.
That's also gonna miss.
I'll use my bonus to do one more time. That's going to miss.
Okay. So yeah, you're trying to punch them, you can't really reach them through the gate. You know, it's just a little bit hard to get at them. Then it's their turn. They're gonna try and pull this gate apart. Oh god. Yeah. So there's like an audible kind of crack as the top of the gate is kind of pulled apart. They still can't get through, but there's definitely a weakening happening where they've pulled like 3 of the 4 bits of iron that are connecting the gate to the wall. They pulled them out. So it's getting closer for sure for them getting in. Then it's back to Merker.
Have I had time to get to the catapult?
You'd have to go up. So currently you're on the middle floor of the gatehouse. You'd have to go up another stairwell to get to a catapult.
That's what I do.
Sure.
Well, I haven't. Since I'm in a city, yes.
Yeah,
And am I engaged in combat?
not right now.
I have a feat called City Passage given by being an urchin background, which allows me to use 2 times my speed in normal.
Okay, well then you can get to the top.
Fantastic! I forgot to do that originally.
Cool.
All right,
That's cool
so
feature.
all right, so I'm up there. I'm in the catapult. Are there soldiers around me?
Yeah, a bunch. They're kind of shooting out. So outside the walls, basically, there's like a huge force assembled, and they're kind of throwing stuff down there and ballistas and catapults and everything.
I say, listen to me. Arm the catapult. I get into the catapult to arm it to aim at the creatures down below.
You can't really hit them because they're inside the building with the catapult.
All right. So the catapult, can I turn it to engage the creatures that have rushed through the orcs,
Yes,
the
absolutely,
giants, and
yeah.
the ogres?
Yeah.
I want to launch it at them.
Okay, perfect.
What should I roll to hit with?
I guess that'd be a ranged attack, I suppose.
Excellent. I'd like to hear that because I have an 18 in dexterity.
Very good.
All right, and I'm a fighter. Would I be proficient in catapults?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
All right, I will add my proficiency bonus.
What do you reckon, Ian? I mean, it's like that would be a. If you had the soldier background, I'd say more likely, but as a fighter, you're proficient with all martial weapons.
Right.
Yeah,
It's up to
talk
you.
about siege weapons, but there's nothing in the book about siege weapons, so I don't know. I'd say it's a DM's call.
I'd say yeah, why not?
Hell yeah! Thank you. Awesome. All right, so I am going to, of course, target the giants here.
Sure.
So that is 18 plus 6 is 24.
Perfect.
I mean,
Okay. So,
18 plus 16, yeah.
yeah, this enormous boulder just flies. The catapult arm flies up, and the boulder flies straight and true and hits a giant right in the chest, knocking him to the ground. Pretty much knocking him out cold.
Awesome. Do we have time to load up again, or is that just the whole action?
You probably have to take an action to load it, yeah.
But I have the soldiers to load it.
Okay, well you can load it. No, you'll have to take an action. It's a catapult. You'll have to take a full action to load it.
All right,
like-
that sounds
like- Pull the thing back and everything, and then put a boulder in there. It'll take an action.
All right, so I will expend one of my actions to do that, and then on my third action, I will fire again.
All right.
All right, let me roll. All right, so that's 18 plus 8.
Okay. You're still trying to hit giants?
Yes.
Yeah. So another one. He's like lifting his greatsword to like crush a battalion of soldiers, and it just like hits him right in the arm and knocks him over as well. And there's a big cheer from the soldiers as that happens.
So as that happens, so how is the morality of the crowd now that the generals, the wizards, the priest, and 2 of these giants have just been taken out? How do the people look?
Yeah, well, the soldiers definitely at the battle where the breach is are much more. They're really enthused now that they're getting some sort of support. They were upset that no one was helping them, but now these two giants have been taken out. And there's like a ragged cheer from them, and they kind of surge forward to do some more attacking.
How many more giants are there standing?
Well, it's kind of like a constant flow. There's a breach in the wall, and the army is pushing through. There's maybe 5 frost giants over there, a couple of hill giants, maybe 10 ogres, and about 50 orcs.
Holy shit. Okay, great. Thanks.
All right. All right, Uyala, you're next. Uyala?
Vic, that's you. You there?
Are you muted?
He is muted. Maybe he stepped away for a second. He's got kids. Might got distracted.
Yeah. We'll skip him then. We'll go to Chris. You're next. Razgul. Everybody got
Okay. So I see the 2 bolts take the demons out and lay them on the ground, right?
No, the catapult hit the giants at a different kind of further up from the battle. You're inside the gatehouse. The demons are still underneath you, and they're trying to rip the gate open.
Oh, so hit the giants. Got you. Can I poke at one of these demons?
You'd have to jump down. So you're about 10 feet up on top of where they are. You'd have to open the murder gate and jump down.
Do range
Alright,
attacks, man. You still get your sneak attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump up there, open up the gate, and throw my hand axe at him.
All right.
23.
That's a hit.
Ooh, that's good. 32.
32, very good.
The hand axe. It's beautiful.
With the hand
Oh,
axe.
yeah.
And I say I'm gonna come and get my hand axe back. I don't know if he understands me. What?
Let's see. He actually doesn't. Unless you're speaking abyssal, he has no idea what you're saying.
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
Disembodied
that.
voice. And
Yeah.
something he can't see. Unless he's got true sight.
I don't think so. He's not that kind of demon. Damon, you are next.
Okay, if I position myself looking through the gates or the murder holes, whatever it is, where the rogue's at,
Hmm.
can I'm looking down, straight down on the demon, or is he kind of a little bit away from me? I'd like to try to get an angle to where, I'm looking at him because I have an ability I can push him a bit,
Hmm.
and I'd like to try to push him further away from the gate if possible.
Right. No, you'd be looking pretty much straight down at him. But yeah, if you move back, you could still see him a bit, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to do Eldritch Blast. I get
Mhm.
3 of them, all 3 of them on him.
Sure.
And I have Agonizing Blast and I have Repelling Blast. So
Okay.
each hit will move him back 10 feet.
Hmm.
I
There's
get
no save for that either, right?
3, 6, nope. So the first one is a 23
Yep.
for 13 points damage and pushes him back 10 feet.
Hmm.
The second one is a 25 for
Yep.
8 points damage and pushes him back another 10 feet. And the third one is a critical hit.
Nice.
So that does 20 points of damage and pushes him back 10 feet.
Excellent. Nice work. All right, so he's just getting blasted by these weird crackling bolts of power, and he's just getting pushed back. And that's so unusual, weird for him, because he is a huge thing. He's not used to being pushed around, and he's very confused by what's happening. And he kind of roars up at this guy, not really knowing what's going on. All right.
Is he now in range of the catapult?
No, he's still in the gatehouse.
Really? I pushed him 30 feet.
He's still in the gatehouse. Is pretty big. The
Okay.
catapult is on top of the gatehouse, so to get an angle at him, he'd have to be quite a bit away from the gatehouse,
I'll keep working on it for you, Merker.
I have a question. Would it be possible to hit the gatehouse itself with a catapult and have that rain down on top of them?
Well, you'd have to shoot straight up, and then it'd have to go through the floor you're standing on, and then through the other floor to hit him.
Oh, but it would be possible to collapse that all on top of them.
It might be. I'm going to draw you a little picture of the gatehouse so you can get a better picture of what's going on.
Okay, cool. I guess I'm a little confused.
You basically have to collapse the gatehouse upon yourself.
Yeah.
Merker's ready to do that.
Now, are these demons? They're just large, right?
They're huge.
They're huge. Damn it! There goes my plan.
All right, so if you want to have a look, right? I don't know if you can see this.
Can you back it up a little?
So,
Oh,
like,
okay, there we go.
here at the top would be the catapult. Then there's
Okay.
like a floor in here,
Uh-huh.
and then there's another floor here where the demon guy is. So you'd have
So
to you'd have
Lloyd
to
is a master artist.
you'd have to collapse this floor you're on, and then this floor here to actually hit the demon with it. And you also have to angle the catapult in a way to shoot straight down, which is quite difficult. Does that
That's
make
a
more sense?
nice stick.
it does it does make more sense. Thank you.
It's a nice what?
Stick demon.
Thank you. Yeah, he's got horns and everything. All right. Yeah. So it's Chris's go.
Yeah, I will. Did you guys catch that?
No, sorry, I didn't hear that.
My fault. I will pull out my dagger and chuck it at him. And this is
Alright.
my last range weapon. Does a 22 hit?
It does.
Sweet. 20 points of damage.
Throwing a dagger, like, unbelievable.
And of course, I tell him that I will be getting that from his flesh.
All right. And then Clint.
I guess I'll try punching again through the gate.
So yeah, one of them is still trying to rip the gate open. The other one's been pushed back.
Right.
But yeah.
So the first hit's going to be a 26.
That's good.
Second one's going to be a 17, which I don't think is going to hit.
No, it's gonna miss.
And the last one will miss. So 13 points of damage.
Okay, perfect.
Favorite 13.
So you're back on your leg,
Do what?
Vinny?
Yeah, sorry.
You can go.
Alright, so I'm sitting here holding the gate
Yeah.
as I'm looking around. What do I see exactly happening? I mean,
So there's like a 20-foot demon on the other side of the gate trying to rip it open and push it in.
yeah, I know that.
The other demon's been pushed back 30 feet by weird arcane energy, and he's roaring and shouting. And he's got like an axe and a knife in him that you can barely see, but he seems to be pretty upset about it.
Oh, who do they want to be out there?
If you want to get in there, you could run up the stairs and then jump down the murder hole, but you'd then be in the gatehouse with the two demons.
Ooh, that'd be fun though. Yeah, who would like do that?
Oh shit.
All right, yeah. So you can run up, and next turn you'll be able to jump down and attack.
Sounds good.
All right, then it's going to be their go. The remaining one is going to try and pull that gate open. Okay, so yeah, the final thing cracks, but the gate is still there. It's going to be one more push before he actually gets it off entirely, but it's very close to falling. The other one is he's going to kind of push his foot or his hoof against the ground like a bull about to charge, and he charges the gate with his horns. Oh, fuck. Yeah, and knocks it straight off. So the gate just makes this horrible screeching sound, and the iron part of the gate just flies into the city, wrecks a house in the process, and he runs through, follows through with his run, and he stands in the plaza where the wizards and stuff were, the platform, and he just kind of lifts his arms up and roars really, really loud, and a load of the Vikings in the vicinity just literally shit their pants. Then it's back to Merker.
Merker puts this guy in his sight of catapult. Now that he's inside the city. Can I shoot one at him now?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I'm going to shoot a catapult at this demon.
Very good.
All right. Oh. Hoist, men, hoist! Put your backs into it. Fear not these demons. My God, I will drown them in your blood if you don't do what I say. So that is a 20 to hit.
A hit.
All right, and What kind of damage does that do? We haven't rolled for damage with this.
We haven't rolled for damage. I've been knocking giants out. What kind of damage do you do? Let's say it's going to do 3d12.
Hell yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking too. Actually, I only have. I'm going to roll 2 6s and 2 12s.
All right.
So that is 7, 7, 3, and 4. So that is 21 points of damage.
Okay.
And as my other action, I will have the men reload, and I will fire it at him again.
Sure.
Okay. Put your backs into it. Does he seem devastated? Was he like able to hold it or take this back? Was it like a dodgeball or?
It hit him in the shoulder, and he kind of like grunts at it. He's still fine though.
Okay.
He's not showing many wounds.
It's not magical.
Yeah.
So that is a 15 plus 8, so 23, and I will roll that again. So that is a 10, 9, and 9. So that is
28.
Yeah, I guess it's 19. Yeah, 28 points of damage.
Okay.
Does he seem phased by that at all?
He's slightly more phased, and he looks in the direction of the gatehouse and the catapult, but he's not in particularly bad shape.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
Oh, he's about to be.
All right. Ooyaleg. There's still one demon inside that gatehouse.
How far from me is it when I'm at the top?
Sorry?
How far from me is it when I'm at the top of the, like, where I can jump in?
You'd drop about 10 feet and then land on his shoulders.
Oh, so he's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm going to jump down, and as I'm jumping down, I'm bringing my axe onto him, you know, like, almost like in that one picture you have where the guy's jumping with the spear, except I'm doing it with my axe. I'm going to go ahead and take the -5 to my hit.
Okay. Ooyaleg!
Ooyaleg!
That is a 22.
That's a hit.
Cool. And that's 27 points of damage
Nice.
with the first hit. My second attack, I'm going to keep doing the -5.
Mm-hmm. So you
So
jumped
that
in,
is-
land on his shoulder, and then you're standing on his shoulder, hacking away.
23.
Mm-hmm.
That one only does 20 points of damage. It was a low roll. And the next one is a miss, I'm sure, because that's only a 15.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay.
All right, Chris.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was say, wasn't he blessed? But he's not. Never mind.
No.
Okay. Having seen him do that, I will attempt to do the same thing on it.
Okay.
But I want to take my long sword, and when I jump down, I want to stab into it so that I don't fall. Like
Perfect,
I'm gonna ride this friggin' demon.
Mm-hmm.
That sounded
ride.
weird. That was weird. Does a 27 hit?
It certainly does.
All right, and I still got my sneak attack, right?
Yep.
16 points of damage.
Alrighty.
And what do I have to do to hang on?
That'll
Or do
probably
I-
happen when he tries to shake you off.
Okay.
It'll be acrobatics or athletics, I'd say.
All right.
All right then, Damon. That's you, Ian.
Oh yeah, that's me. I'm Demon. Well, yeah. He's already into the place. Well, screw it. I'm going to start hitting him with Eldritch Blasts and start pushing him further into the courtyard. Then push him
Alright.
30 feet, or 10 feet away from me with each hit. So that's a 22 for 7 points. Pushes him 10 feet. 19
Yep.
for 4 points only. Pushes him another 10 feet. And a miss.
Okay. All right. So he's definitely looking at the gatehouse and he's trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. And then it's Clint.
Um,
So you're
well,
looking
now
at
that
this. You're looking at this demon, and on its shoulders are an invisible Razgul and a enraged half giant.
yeah, who unfortunately is large, is huge. I can't grapple him.
He's
Um,
huge.
so, but he should be right there. I can step up and just wail on him.
Yeah. So there's
Right.
one still in the gatehouse, or there's one now in the courtyard. You could run
Uh,
up to that guy and hit him if you want.
I'll wail on the one that's right in front of me.
Sure. So that's disadvantage through the gate then. Oh no, sorry. The gate's gone. The gate's gone.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought the gate was down, so yeah. So this would be a 26.
Yep.
Yeah, that's more than 26. That's a 30.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll spend a key point to get the other two attacks. So 21 and 14. I know the 14 is going to miss.
3 hits.
All right. 15, 21, plus 1 is 42 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. All right, then it's their go. This will be interesting.
If only those stupid wizards would enlarge me.
They're going to start weighing. Actually, I wrote initiative for them because they're now in the area. Okay. All right, so this thing that's in front of you, Clint, is going to attack you 3 times, twice with its fists and once with its hoof.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so that's a hit. That's a hit. Oh, and that's a hit as well. You're going to take a ton of damage.
He stares with a evil grin.
Yeah, big time. Look, it's only 68 and 3d10. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can shrug that off.
All right. I need a calculator for this. Hang on.
Oh my god, things you never want to hear your DM say.
Yeah, fucking hell.
You're a mean, mean man, Mr. Collins.
This is horrible.
I think the meanest part about it is the glee he's doing it.
He's sick of people surviving all his one-shots.
Yeah, you're going to take 60 points of damage, and then you're going to need to make a DC 21 strength saving throw.
Okay, so no.
All right, so he punches you with both of his enormous fists, and then he steps on you with his hoof, and you're knocked prone. The other one, who's in the gatehouse, is going to try and shrug you guys off, so he kind of just shrugs like that. So you'll both have to make a athletics saving throw.
Well, yeah, that was the one in the gatehouse.
No, there's one in the actual... Oh, I'm sorry.
25.
Did you say you attacked the one in the gatehouse?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's probably worse news. Then the one that's in the courtyard is going to run at the gatehouse, and he's going to try and gore you. You should have said nothing. Okay, he's going to try and hit you. Ooh, I think he misses. 19?
19 will hit,
Oh,
unless I get anything for being prone.
I think that's only for range attacks, is that right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. So 37, 39, 46, 54. So 59 points of damage, and he knocks you 10 feet away from.
Well, I only had 20 points, so
All right, so you're unconscious. Man, alrighty. Marker. Oh no, sorry. The wizards are going to take a go. So one of the wizards is going to attempt to banish this thing, despite my protestation to the fact. Nope, he saves it. The other wizard is going to cast a, let's see, a scorching ray at it. Okay. Yeah, he does a ton of damage to it. This huge blast appears out of the wizard's hands and smacks into this thing, and it's feeling rough now for sure. It's showing signs of being wounded. One of them. Right. Okay. Then it's Merker's go again. You're muted, Fuzzy.
Are they underneath the catapult where I could get these men together and we could all hoist it and drop it on top of them?
Yes.
All right, I want to do that. Are they together?
One is still in the gatehouse, so you could hit one of them with it.
All right, I want to do that. Strength check?
Yes. You can have advantage because you're getting helped.
Okay. That is going to be an 18 plus 7. I don't know if it's going to be enough.
So you are, between all of the soldiers and stuff there, you're able to pick up this catapult and throw it over the edge at the monster.
Do you need me to make a dexterity roll to hit him?
No, I don't
Or is it
think
just
so.
enough?
He's
Okay.
not going to get out of the way. Now the question is how much a falling catapult does.
Well, one boulder from the catapult does 3d12. So whatever you want to do. Plus, there should be, for every foot, every 10 feet should be 1d6 additional.
That's true, yeah. And it's like 70 feet.
Yeah. So at 7d6 plus whatever you want the damage of that catapult to be.
Alright, so we'll turn the 7d6 into 3d12, and we'll say another 3d12 for the falling catapult.
And another 3d12.
So 6d12 total.
So 6d12.
For the falling
Oh,
catapult.
So what about the 7d6 for the
I
falling
turned
damage?
I turned the 7d6
Oh.
into 3d12.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, let me roll this up. Jesus Christ. I hope this guy fucking dies. All right. So we have a 12, a 6, and a 4.
So 20.
And we have a 7, a 7, and an 8. So that is 14, 21, 20. That's another 22. So 44 damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, as a bonus action, I want to call the Odin Spear, and then I want to jump down on top of it to attack.
Excellent. You're gonna jump 70 feet though.
With the Odin Spear, yes.
Actually,
onto
50.
its back.
If you land on him, it's gonna be 50 feet.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
So I've thrown it over for one. Are we doing calling the Odin Spear as one action, or is it a bonus action?
It's a bonus action to call the Odin Spear back to you.
Okay. Can I also use my second wind as a regular action?
Action surge or second wind?
Fuck it, I'm gonna do action surge.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll to see how much damage I take. That's gonna be 5d6.
Yeah.
Or do you want to do that? I don't care.
No, you can do it.
All right. So 5d6 damage. All right, that's a 3, a 5, a 6, a 4, and a 1. So that is 8 plus 10. That's 19 points of damage.
As you crash into this thing, he's going to take 8 points of damage from you hitting him.
All right, and since I'm attacking with the Odin Spear, Do I roll with advantage to hit him since I fall on top of him, or is it just a regular attack roll?
It's just going to be regular. I'd say the disadvantage of you like hurtling at that speed is balanced out by the fact that you are hurtling at that speed. You know.
Oh, they cancel each other out. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to crit
Oof.
with a 19. That's a 19. I'm a champion, so.
Mm-hmm.
So Odin's spear is. So it's. Oh, is it a D8? Is this still going to be radiant, or is it just regular 8?
It's going to be a D8 and a D8 radiant.
Okay, sounds good to me. So that is 16 points of damage plus another 7 points.
Okay, so
No, well, actually, I'm sorry. I'll need to roll the 2d8s now. And that's going to be an 8 and a 1. So it's an additional 9. So
32 points of damage total.
32? Okay.
So, yeah.
32 points of damage. I will action surge to attack him again.
Yeah.
And that is a 15 plus 9
Hits.
to hit. All right, that's my first attack. I will roll again to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 12 plus 9, so 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, I will roll again to hit him. And that is a 16 plus 9.
Yep, that's going to hit too.
All right, so let me go ahead and roll my damage.
68.
All right. Whew, that's a lot of d8s. Do I have enough? So that is an 8, an 8, a 2, and a 1. That is an 8, an 8, a 3, and a 6. And take all those plus 21.
Okay.
Do
I'm still adding it up, yeah. 1 second.
Okay.
All right, you did a lot. I've just been adding it to his total lost hit points. He's close to dead.
So I've just taken the Odin spear, and as you hear it, you actually see the sky open up, and it's like you hear these wolves in the clouds, and you hear this giant ping of the hammer of Thor, and this bolt of lightning crackles in the sky as I come down with the Odin spear and plunge it into this thing's face repeatedly. After this giant catapult has crushed his body.
Yeah. Awesome. Very cool. All right, he is on the ropes.
Nice.
I can't believe how long that action was. That was crazy.
It was epic. Very, very epic. Excellent. All right, Uyaleg. You are on the shoulders of a demon.
And I am hacking away at it with the great axe. Just driving it into this thing's neck. $19 for that first one.
Yep.
19 points of damage.
Very good.
Second attack is a 20.
Also hit.
And that one does 28 points of damage.
Ooh.
And then my third attack is a 19, which being a champion is another crit. So
Josh would be proud.
Yeah.
Is
42
we like
points.
attacking the one inside the gatehouse or the one I'm attacking?
Inside the gatehouse.
Yep.
Okay.
That was 42 points.
42. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. You did like 70 points of damage there, I think.
Well, I get the great weapon mauler thing for being the half giant, which is the extra die. So
Very nice. All right. Next up, we're looking at Chris. Yeah, you did 89 points of damage there, Vic.
Okay. I will take my free hand and grab a hold of a fist of whatever I can so that I can pull my long sword out of his shoulder, and I'm just going to try to stab for the neck area.
Perfect.
21 hit?
Yep.
Alright, and that will do 16 points of damage.
Alrighty.
And I will attempt to hide, so maybe he doesn't notice me.
You're still invisible.
You're still invisible, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I got all that. It's been a long ass day, dude.
Oh, good.
Okay.
That lasts for 10 rounds anyway, until I cast another concentration spell anyway. So.
Alright, that one is also in seriously bad shape. Alright, Damon.
Take him out,
I'm
David.
trying to think which one looks worse.
They both look pretty on the ropes. They're both looking pretty rough.
The one kind of underneath of where I am, that's the one that Merker's fighting right now?
They're both underneath you technically. One of them is like just outside the gatehouse. The other one is still inside the gatehouse.
The one outside the gatehouse just has Uyaleg on it, right?
No, the one
No, it's
outside the
Merker.
gatehouse is the one that Merker's fighting that had a catapult dropped on him.
Oh, okay.
The other one has Uyaleg and Razgul on him.
It's okay to attack me. It's fine. I don't care.
No. Okay, the one that's actually the furthest into the city then, that's the one I'll attack.
Okay.
With 3 more Eldritch Blasts. And again, I'll start trying to push them another 30 feet, another 10 feet each attack.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a hit for 9.
Mm-hmm.
That's another hit for 6.
Mm-hmm.
And a hit for 7. And I push him 30 feet further into the...
So you push him all this back, and he kind of takes a stumbling step back each time, and then his last step, he misses it, and he falls back, and he's done. And there's this...
Merker takes off one of his horns and stabs it in the eye.
I let out a Skullgaffer victory cry.
There's a sort of like swirling vortex, and his body just kind of disappears back to the abyss.
Oh, did I get a horn to drink out of?
Probably not, no. It's pretty instantaneous.
Damn it.
Demons' bodies go straight back to the abyss, and they just come back. So he can't come back to the material plane for 100 years, but he's taken note of who you are. If you're still around in 100 years,
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
All right. Cool. So then it is Klinsko, who is unconscious.
So let's see. And he spews out the blood out of his neck as he fails.
All right. Then it's going to be the remaining Garistos go. Let's see. So Clint is down. He gets 3 attacks. All right, he's going to try and grab Uyaleg and kind of throw him off his neck into a wall. So I'll just say that's a fist attack. Uyaleg's AC is a 18. Yeah, he's going to hit you for... Oh, it's a terrible roll. He's going to do 12 points of damage to Uyaleg. And Uyaleg, you need to make a strength check to stay on. Vinny.
17 on my strength check.
All right, you just make it. So he's going to attack you again with his other fist. And that's going to be a crit.
Oh, fuck. Uyaleg!
Uyaleg.
So...
Come on down here, the weather's fine.
39 points of damage, and you need to make another strength check.
Strength check was 16 that time.
That's not enough. So he knocks you off his neck, and you hit a wall, and you fall 30 feet. Taking 1, 2, 3d6. Taking 12 points of damage on the way down.
Ow.
And then he's going to stand on Clint with his hoof, giving you a failed death save.
Oh, shit.
All right. Then we're back to Merker.
Merker chucks the Spear of Odin at this monster.
Mm-hmm.
And then he runs full speed, leaping off the bodies of the dead Vikings into the air. So first I'll roll to see if I can hit with the spear.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 11 plus 9 for 20.
That's a hit.
All right. So... So that would be... That'll be 16 points of damage. I will, as I go through the air, the spear returns to my hand. As I leap into it, stab him again.
All right.
And that is so close to a crit. It's an 18 plus 9.
That hits.
So that is another 14 points of damage.
That drops him.
All right. My friend who's down there, I see the blood gushing out of him. There's all this chaos. The orcs are coming. All these trolls are coming. And there's all this chaos and thunder around us. Everything goes quiet as I kneel down. I put my hand against his neck and I start to murmur these words of medicine to see if I can help to bind his wounds.
Okay.
See if I can help him.
Mm-hmm.
So that is... I guess that's a medicine save?
Yeah.
So I rolled a 13. Can I stabilize him?
Yeah, I reckon it's a 10. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you stabilize him.
All right.
Or if you have a healing kit, it's free.
Okay. All right. Yes.
So I look down into his eyes, like I do this. And when I snap my fingers, there's just this fire that flames up. And when that happens, you see the spark in his eye reignite as he's brought back. And he's okay. He's conscious.
Very good. He's back from the brink.
I turn over my shoulder and I look towards Damon and I say, Damon!
Yes?
Where are you?
I'm still up above the gatehouse.
Oh yeah, I'm down on the floor. I can't see him.
So the demons are gone, but the gate is now open, and outside beyond that, there's like this press of orcs and stuff that are waiting to get through, and you see them kind of wondering, like, are we going to go now that the demons are gone? That was kind of what's going to happen, but they're getting ready to charge, and you guys are standing pretty much in the middle of that. On the other side of the battlefield, the giants and stuff have continued to pour through, and the Viking regiments are getting decimated in the face of this onslaught.
We have a slight problem. Does anybody have any healing magic?
No,
Can
I have
anybody cast any healing anything, or have a healing potion?
I have a second wind. That's about it.
Because Clint's unconscious and stable, but
anybody can make a medicine check though.
yeah, to stabilize.
To heal someone, you need to.
You can't give him a hit point back though. He still has hit points.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drag him into the castle and keep him safe, and for maybe an hour.
So you can see in the distance as well that relative distance, there's like a couple of frost giants, and they're wearing robes instead of armor, and they're starting to chant and stuff.
Okay.
There's like several of them, and they're chanting and stuff, and you can see kind of starting to materialize is the shape of another bull-headed creature, kind of really slowly. It's like the skeleton starts appearing, and then the nerves and everything else kind of slowly creates this creature. So there's another one on the way.
Jeez, how far away are these frost giants?
They're going to be about 200 feet away in the army itself.
So how far can I throw this Odin spear?
I don't know what the range on the spear is. 20, 60, I think, is the range.
20
right?
feet without disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's not far enough.
So as Merker is dragging, oh god, I can't remember your name, the character's name, Sven. So
Sven.
Dragging Sven back into the town. I'm gonna try. Can I make an acrobatics check to drop down into the gate area?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to leave it.
I'll catch you.
That's an 18 anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
I tell Damon, we must close this gate at all costs. Let's collapse the castle on top of it.
Yeah, have a look around. How sound does it look?
It's taken a beating for sure. I mean, the walls generally have taken quite a bit of a beating. Like giants themselves are almost siege engines in that they're 20 feet tall and they've got, hammers and stuff. So for them, it's like a human taking down a normal wall with a sledgehammer. So they're really like doing their damage and stuff as much as they can. Behind you, one of the generals is like panicked and he just shouts, "All right, everybody, retreat! Massive retreat! We have to get out of here. We're not going to hold the wall. Get back!" And
Before you run, we must collapse this gatehouse to seal it off.
he's having none of it. He's having literally none of it. The Vikings certainly in the.
All right, I'll Eldritch blast him then for being a coward.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
And I'll at the same time I'll yell to the other men, "Do not run."
All right, roll. What would that be? Intimidation, I guess.
Okay, sure. I didn't know if you wanted me to make an attack roll.
Can I stand there next to him, holding the Odin spear above my head?
That's
to
a
help with this roll?
19 plus 7.
All right, yeah. So the soldiers are almost more afraid of you than they are of the enemy. So they stand for a second and they're not sure what to do. Like for them, this is like a totally insane situation. Giants and stuff haven't been seen for hundreds of years. Never mind demons and things. So for them, they're just doing their jobs.
Want me to roll damage against their captain or?
No, for cinematic purposes, you took him out with your blast.
Okay.
So he just goes up in flames, I guess, or whatever your Eldritch Blast does. And so you make this little speech. Mercury, you hold up the Odin spear. What were you going to say?
Are there any grapples or anything around?
Grapples?
Yeah, like for scaling walls and stuff.
Sure.
Like if we can use them, we can fire them up. And try and pull this thing down. If there's any more siege equipment around, we can try and fire on it as well to try to collapse it.
Yeah, there's catapults on top of the walls that we can send off into it. That's what I thought we would do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sure.
All right, so as you're running around, the breach basically has been overrun, and there's giants kind of now roving through the city, and they're smashing buildings, and a couple of them look in your direction, and they kind of really slowly and menacingly start to walk like really casually over towards you guys, thinking like, "Oh, this is just another troop of idiots that we can just really easily take care of." And the priests and the wizards and everything, they just like start to run. A lot of the Viking guys are just deciding like it's not worth it, and they start to run as well.
Cowards.
Jesus.
It's looking pretty hopeless.
It's looking pretty grim.
Yeah.
What do you think, Merker? Should we run or should we try to stand our ground?
No, we should fight.
Yeah.
So
Because
one of the remaining wizards uses what's it called? Thaumaturgy to boom his voice, and he says, "Fall back to the bridges. We can hold them there. Fall back to the bridges." And all the Vikings are like, "Okay, we don't need to be told twice," and they're just running as quickly as they can. One of the wizards summons one of those arcane gates, and they step through and
The
appear
bridges sound good.
further away. Yeah. So
Let's regroup.
I don't know if I explained this to you. There's a peninsula, and then there's like a couple small islands leading to a big island where the castle is. And between each of these small islands, there's these bridges, and that's where they're falling back to.
I
it
don't
sounds
the
like it's
idea of
really
running
far
but
away.
Regrouping sounds okay.
All right, so I have the one character on my back carrying him.
Yeah.
What plan?
I look to Damon. Damon,
Ooh, your leg. Arcane gate. Point at the portal. Let's go. We'll fall back and we'll hold at the bridge.
Okay,
Right.
now go through the portal.
If we stand here, we're out in the open fighting against all these things on our own. At least there we can fall back and refortify the bridge with the other remaining Vikings.
At that point, I'm already gone.
All right, so you can step through the gate, and as you do, you come out 500 feet further than you were, which is a bit of a head start. And as you run through the city, there's boulders crashing into buildings. There's Viking kind of ducking into shelter as that happens. A dragon flies overhead, and he like ices an entire regiment of soldiers. There's
Jesus.
screams of terror everywhere. A lot of Vikings just stop running and lie on the ground, kind of like in a fetal position, just too scared to even act. Others give in to what's called a red thirst, where they just kind of lose their minds with battle fury and like run back at the giants who are kind of casually following behind you. They're like biting on their shields and going crazy and like attacking them, and as they do, the giants just swat them aside. You eventually reach like one of the bridges, and there's a small barrier has been erected. It's small. It's like a couple of carts and stuff have been put in front. You can't imagine it's going to make much difference about when it comes to giants and stuff.
Well, the bridge itself, how far does it span?
About 60 feet to the nearest island.
What's below the bridge?
It's about 100 feet down, just rushing water. So it's like the city is built on a cliff, and these are kind of like these outcroppings of rock, the islands.
I tell the men to take the barrier and put it into the center of the bridge. When the giants come, we're going to break the bridge and have it collapse on them.
Right on. All right, yeah, so the Vikings are like delighted to have someone come and actually give them commands, because currently it's just chaos and they're kind of leaderless and they don't know what to do.
But they see the Odin spear.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And they see that you guys look very capable. I mean, you don't look like you're run-of-the-mill, soldiers. So they start lifting up the barricades, pulling them onto the bridge.
Yeah, it just killed 2 demons.
Now,
Yeah.
I have this giant man on my shoulders, and I asked if there's a priest among them who can say some kind of healing word on this man.
Yeah, there definitely is. The priests that were at the the platform have run back here. There's a couple of these. This is kind of like a grouping point for all of the defensive points in the city. There's only one way to the castle, so the bridge is pretty clogged full of people. But yeah, the priest says he can absolutely do some healing. So
I'm completely
robe yet?
sorry, what was that?
What's that, Oleg?
I said, did the
I said I'm pretty bloody, like really bad actually.
Right.
I was asking if the priest had put on clean robes yet.
No, he is not. All right, so they can cast a Cure Wounds on each of you. They're pretty high-level spellcasters, so it's going to be okay, hopefully, for you guys. 1, 2, 4, 10, 15. So 20 hit points for Urileg. Ooh, and more for Sven. That's
Don't
10.
bother with me, I'm still not hurt.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got you. So 24 for Sven.
Nothing for Merker?
Well, there's only 2 of them, and they're running.
That's
I'm
fine.
looking for the nearest great hammer,
Big hammer? Yeah, you can find one. Like a mole.
and I start smacking the end of the bridge with it, like slowly chipping away at it.
All right.
Oleg, we wait until they're in position.
I'd say that greater invisibility is worn off.
I would like to use my second wind now, if at all possible.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'd like
Yeah,
to try to get a 1-hour nap.
I'm gonna use my
Possible. So you can see these giants approaching, and it's like, if you've seen the movie 300, there's a scene where they're walking through the rain, and there's like this dun 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 dun. That's what it looks like. They're just really casually walking, like dragging their great swords along the floor, like really not concerned about what's happening because they've taken the wall. That was the hard part. The rest is just murder. So they're just walking casually towards the barrier, like laughing and joking. One of them slapping the other one on the arm, like, "Oh, this is gonna be great fun."
How wide is this bridge?
How
I know
long
it's
is it?
Yeah, like
60 feet, he
It's
said.
about
no,
60 feet to the nearest
span.
island.
How wide?
Oh.
If you're walking, it's 60 feet across. But how
Right, how wide is it? Right.
Oh, like about 10 foot. It's not very wide.
Okay.
But I've already started breaking it.
So the giants kind of see like a bunch of people in a barrier and stuff on the bridge, and they kind of start shouting bets at each other, like, "I'm gonna kill 20, I'm gonna kill 50, or whatever." And then they lift up their great swords and they charge. And there's like a rumble in the ground because they're so big and so heavy. There's 5 of them and they're charging. And behind them come all the different crappy guys, so orcs and ogres and hill giants and all sorts of crap behind them.
Holy shit.
Single file line then.
Can I have hung back to utilize my invisibility so they creep past and I creep behind them?
I think the invisibility is probably gone at this stage. What is it, 10 minutes?
10 rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's 10 rounds.
10 rounds is how long? It's a minute, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, so it'll be gone by now.
Yeah, alright, cool.
Wow.
So I'm up there on the bridge with them.
Sure. All right, so as they're charging, a load of the Vikings who are there sort of throwing axes and shooting bows and stuff. One of the wizards shoots a fireball at them, which does quite a bit of damage. And then there's this big fire explosion, and they realize that not one of them is dropped, and they're still running. So the wizard, in an excellent display of cowardice, casts Expeditious Retreat and just starts running as fast as he can away.
Can I attempt to trip him?
You can attempt it, yeah.
That's 14 plus, I guess it would be, what, acrobatics?
Yeah, sleight of hand, maybe? No, that would be to steal
Just
things.
trying to trip him, it would just be an attack.
Yeah, just make a...
Unarmed attack? That would be a 16.
That's actually going to miss.
Shit. Alright.
Shield and stuff on him from the battle.
Is that the only wizard, or is that?
This is a cowardly wizard? That sucks.
I yell out, coward!
Yeah, he's not concerned about matters of honor right now. This is life or death for him. The other wizard though is staying. This wizard was like a kind of a scrawny guy. The other one's this big burly man with a beard, and he's staying.
The one that's running away. I'll Eldritch blast him in the back.
Okay, awesome. So you can roll the hit.
Okay. What's his armor class, or?
It's currently an 18.
Okay, well that's a hit for 5.
Yep.
Another hit for 7. And that's a crit. For 16.
Okay. Yes, he gets knocked back by each of those as well, right?
Yes.
So he goes flying into a crowd of Vikings at the end of the bridge, and kind of turns around and looks with horror at you. So yeah, the Vikings are pretty much about to charge. You can all take one action before they get to you.
I think the action is to collapse the bridge, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm working on collapsing the bridge.
Okay.
Desperately
Yeah.
trying to.
That's what I want to try to do as well.
Okay. All right. So I guess you can make like a group strength check.
Okay.
So everybody roll a strength check.
I got a 19.
Okay.
I also got a 19.
I got a 10.
All right.
I got a 10.
Okay. Uyalag?
Oh, I said I had gotten a 19.
A 19. All right. And Chris?
Ulig.
I got a 10 too.
All right. You
shit.
definitely you do some damage, but you can't seem to break it all the way through. It's taken some damage though, some structural damage for sure. So
Can I use my luck point to re-roll my roll? Maybe
Yes,
it'll
you can,
help
yeah.
out. All right. That's actually a little bit better. I got a 15.
That's exactly enough. Excellent. Good work.
Sweet.
Okay, so you miss your first shot. Your second shot, you manage to hit the bridge properly, and it kind of crumbles and then collapses a little bit, and then basically the section between two of the columns just collapses. So that's about 10 feet of the bridge collapses. As the giants run onto the bridge, they're so heavy and stuff, and the bridge is taking enough damage that another bit collapses, and the support column falls towards the other one and collapses the bridge. So the giants are, two of them fall down, the other ones run back, and they're left standing at the edge of the bridge, kind of roaring and shouting and being pretty pissed off in general.
Good. Let's fall back to the castle.
Yeah, I'm still looking for that short rest.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm going to try.
you can run back to the castle. That's totally fine.
I don't know. I kind of want to fight them because they have a bit of distance. Because what they're going to have to do, like jump across.
It's
How
going to
many
be
more
tough as
bridges
well.
are there between here and the castle?
There are two more.
I asked the big burly wizard if he can cast Ray of Frost onto the front bridge where they would have to jump across. So they would have to make
no
a type
wizard.
of.
No, I can't.
No, there's a wizard standing with you.
There's a big wizard standing with us. If he can cast Ray of Frost on the ground, so when they jump across, they'll slide off.
Absolutely, he can, and he does.
Fantastic. From where I am, I cast Firebolt at them across the bridge.
All right.
Okay. So that is 17 plus 6 to hit.
Mm-hmm. You just need to hit a 15.
Okay, I will do it again. That is 11 plus 6, so that hits. And that is a 12 plus 6, so that hits. That is going to be 3d10 per time.
Wow.
So, holy shit. I just want to show you this roll if you can see it. Can you see that?
I can see 1-9.
Oh.
Oh man, that is nice.
So that is 29 points
Uh-huh.
of damage for the first... I'm going to keep hitting the same guy, so that's 29 points of damage.
Roll
Then
that.
I will hit him again. So that is a 13... That's 16 points of damage to that
Okay.
29. And then 3d10 more. So that is a 16. That's another 17 points of damage.
Very good.
62 total.
Damn.
So that's 62 points of fire damage against this giant.
All right, let me check. He's actually not vulnerable to fire. He's not resistant though, so that's all right. Yeah, so he's showing some serious wounds. His clothes are on fire, and he's like roaring and shouting. His beard is on fire, and he kind of points at you, and he's like, "I'm going to eat you."
No, you're not. I got some Eldritch Blasts for him.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's a fumble. That's a 1.
All right. So
Oh shit! Does he fall over?
he falls off into the water. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no, I can't swim.
I don't know. How do you? I'm not sure how to do spell fumbles.
No, I don't.
Merker jumps after him as he falls in.
I think actually, you know what? I'll use the wild surge table. That's fun.
Ooh, cool.
So roll me a percentile. I think is what it is. Let me check.
Here we go. It is. It's a D100 for Wild Surge. I rolled a 19.
19. Let me have a look here. Sorcerer, right? Where the hell is it? Here we go. 19. You cast grease. Centered on yourself.
Nice.
Wow, that's terrible.
I might actually fall off into the water.
Might actually fall.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Grease is the slippery floor, right?
That's right, but
Yeah.
so it's compacted with ice and grease now.
Well, you're on the other side. It's
Yeah,
centered
it's
on
not
the
our
middle.
side, I'm afraid.
Wow, each creature needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I'm good at that at least. Oh, I don't know if it's going to get enough. 13.
It's your DC that counts.
That's not good enough then. 15
All right,
is
so you
DC.
fall prone.
Does he slide off into the water?
Nah, fall prone.
Let's
Maybe
see.
another deck save?
Yeah, another dex save to see if you fall off.
That's an 11. That's even worse.
So that's probably a falling into the water situation.
Can Merker
Okay.
try to jump after him?
Yeah.
All right.
But then we're-
Disadvantage?
then
Disadvantage
we're
dex?
both going to fall into the water, you fool.
I'm okay.
Wait, doesn't that mean he has to make a dex save too on the grease?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're standing up there where we were. Let's make it.
So I rolled, and that save is going to be a 19. So I
Okay.
think we're going to be okay.
That's good. So you somehow don't fall and you grab his hand at the last second. He's hanging off the edge though. What about the rest of you? How did your dex save go?
I rolled a crit.
You're fine. You don't even notice it.
I got a 9.
Okay, you fall on your ass.
By the way, I rolled with disadvantage too.
Oh, nice.
I got a 17.
Okay, you're fine. Well then, so you guys, you attempt to cast Eldritch Blast, and instead, you just summon this pile of slippery goo on the floor, and you all just fall on your asses. The
That's
giants are falling
fascinating. I don't
around.
even know that spell.
The giants fall around the place laughing, and then they pick up a load of rocks and throw them at you.
Okay, great.
So there's 5 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are going to hit. So they're aiming for the elf who's hanging off the edge and for Merker. So 2 on Merker, 1 on the guy who's hanging, which is Damon. This is going to be 40-10 damage.
Roll the first one for me, because then I have a reaction.
Sure. So 21 damage to you.
Okay. Then I use my reaction. How does this
Oh,
work?
is this Misty Step thing? It's unbelievable.
Misty escape, yeah. You vanish in a puff of mist in response to harm. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to turn invisible and teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. You remain invisible until the start of your next turn or until you attack or cast a spell.
Badass.
Ooh, but what's a space that I can see?
Good call. Probably where the giants are standing.
Yeah. Where the giants are? Fine. I'll teleport invisible amongst them.
All right.
Holy shit. But you're on ice, aren't you?
Same
Well,
team.
the ice part of the bridge is kind of like right at the front. You could teleport into the pack, I guess.
Of course, yes. Of course I'll do that.
Oh! Awesome!
Excellent. All right, the other 2 attacks are going to hit Merker, the rocks that were coming.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. 30 points of damage from the first one. And the second rock is going to do 15 points of damage. So 45 total.
Can I make a dex check to see if I still stay on the bridge after taking those colossal boulders?
I think you better had, yeah.
Alright, sounds good. Disadvantage or regular?
The grease?
Because it is greased.
That last 1 minute. Yeah, disadvantage then.
You see how much environmental effects can happen?
Yeah, big time.
Big time, right?
Mm.
Alright, so I got a 14 and a crit rolling disadvantage, so that's a 14 plus another 4, so that's an 18.
Okay, in that case, you're all right.
Alright, so I catch one in the shoulder, I catch one in the stomach, I puke, and when I puke, it like dissolves some of the grease around me, and that's how I'm able to keep my control, my posture.
Just about. Excellent.
Just about. Alright.
Okay, so, I mean, I don't have initiative at the moment. I just had you guys attack and then them attack. But if you guys want to roll initiative, you can, or if you want to run away, you can.
Alright, I would like to roll initiative.
Sure.
I can run away.
Well, you can try.
You're among the giants.
Yeah.
Although,
I'm gonna have to
I
find
will
some
roll
kind of cover.
if you still have Misty Step, you can probably Misty Step across to the bridge.
I am on 20 initiative.
20, okay.
I'm on 17 plus 4. So
Wait, can I throw the boulders back at him?
Absolutely, yeah.
Then yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll initiative. I am on 14.
Okay.
I'm afraid the Misty Escape is a reaction to damage. I can only use it once until I take a rest anyway.
Okay.
I do have 1 spell remaining, but I was thinking about casting something different.
Okay. Chris, what's your initiative? Or are you going
I got a 10 on my initiative.
Okay.
It's like I'm playing catch with my cousins.
And Clint?
I'm going on Cleric's initiative. I'm going on 8.
Okay. All right, and they got a thing. Okay. All right, then first to act is going to be Merker.
they're 10 feet away.
They are more than that.
How far away are they?
The bridge.
Are they in range of the spear?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'll throw. Actually,
One of them is quite badly damaged.
no, I'm gonna firebolt him. I'm gonna firebolt him. So yeah, that's going to be 3 attacks.
Sure.
Firebolt, same one who's all burnt up.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what's known as a critical failure.
Wow.
So
Well,
can I actually ignite the grease at her feet to come up into flames?
it's that a roll on the arcane fucking crazy table. Whatever you prefer.
I think it would actually be a little bit worse if the grease was
Probably,
coming out
yeah.
at her feet.
Yeah.
So I will say that.
Okay.
That is 3d10 worth of damage for all of us.
Excellent.
So I will go ahead and roll that.
Sure.
I'm so glad I'm outside today.
All right, so that is an 8, a 7, and a 1.
Okay. So 16 points of fire damage to
All right.
everybody except for Damon, who's on the other side of the bridge.
Do we get a deck save on that?
I
No,
got
there
a
is no deck save.
No.
All right, well, I got uncanny dodge, so I'll take. So I'll take half.
Okay.
All right, I will. Can I still attack again, or is that just? Because I would still try to attack.
Sure.
All right, so I'm shooting through fire, and there's all this grease, and I've taken these massive blows, so I'm gonna roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, there's acrid black smoke rising up from the grease.
Right, and as I do this, I tell them to fall back, because there's a barrier where they can't see with this fire and this smoke,
Yeah.
and it's boiling up. And I'm like, fall back, fall back. And I'm gonna... Okay, so that is going to be 11 to hit. Probably not a hit.
That's gonna miss.
All right, I'm gonna roll with disadvantage again to hit him. So that is going to be a 17 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, great. Thank God. And, ooh, not good. So that is 14 points of damage to the one, if I was still able to hit him, who is already burned. And I would like to use my movement action to fall back myself.
Okay. Yeah, you'll need to make a deck save because you're on the grease, not to fall on your ass.
Disadvantage or regular?
It doesn't say with grease that it's disadvantage, so I think you've had enough of a rough time. You can just roll normally.
Are you sure? It's okay.
No, disadvantage. Let's go. Let's go disadvantage.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see if he falls in the water. All right, I crit.
Okay.
And a 19, so
Okay.
I think
Well,
I'm
you're
good.
fine. Yeah. My. All right, Damon, in the midst of the frost giants.
Do I actually hear him shouting with retreat or withdraw or whatever?
Yeah, he's not that far away. You can hear him.
All right, I'll dimension door 500 feet in the direction of the castle
Perfect.
and start moving towards it because I need to get a rest in. I'm out of spells.
All right.
Yeah, I'm almost dead.
I'm
Okay.
also hurt, but yeah.
Perfect. All right, so you get to 500 feet. So you can get pretty much to the next island. Very good, very good, very good. Uyaleg, you are next.
All right, first I halt that. I hurl one boulder straight back at him.
Okay.
That is 20 to hit.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, and what would damage on that be?
See, it's 4d10 for a frost giant, but I think that's because they have 23 strength.
Yeah,
So let's make it 3d10.
3d10.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Did you say 3d10?
Yeah.
He can chuck it harder than a catapult?
Catapult was 3d12.
It was
Oh,
40-10 when the Giants threw it.
Yeah,
so.
the giants threw it for 4d10, so I dropped one dice.
Did 20 points of damage.
20. Okay. That actually is going to finish off that giant who's been burnt to bits.
Thank
And then
God.
I'll use my move to withdraw.
All right.
Leg!
You got to make a dex check at disadvantage not to fall on your ass.
Oh yeah, at disadvantage too. Thanks, folks. My lowest is a 16.
Actually,
That's
the grease was my fault.
Yeah, the grease.
Yeah, I know, but the being at disadvantage.
Yeah, so you're fine as well. You managed to get out of there.
That's awesome.
Then it's going to be the Giants' turn. They pick up more rocks and they throw them in the general direction. They're going to roll disadvantage because I can't see through the smoke cloud.
Yes.
I presume they can't throw 500 feet.
No, they're not going to throw at you. They're throwing just in the general direction, hoping to hit something. Let's say roll behind the computer. Okay, one miss.
Thank God.
Another miss.
Thank God.
And that's one hit. And the final frost giant, that's a miss. All right, so one of them is going to hit. Who's still standing there? You guys have retreated, so it's either going to be Chris or Clint. So I'll roll a d4 and take. All right, it's Clint. You're getting smacked with a big boulder.
I'm going to use my reaction to deflect missiles, so I can take at least some, not so much.
Okay.
Good idea.
So you're gonna like jump up and roundhouse kick this thing, but it's gonna hurt your leg. You're gonna take 8, 9, 10,
Oh my God.
15, 21 points of damage.
How does the deflect missiles thing work?
I think you roll a d10 and take that much less damage.
Are you sure about that? Because I remember hearing something about how they could turn it against.
If I reduce the damage to 0, I can catch it.
Is that what it is?
Is that,
So it's 1d10 plus monk level plus dexterity modifier. You might make it to 0.
no, I got 17 on mine, so I take 4 points.
Okay, awesome, good work. So yeah, it flies across. You like leap up into the air, do a spinning back kick, and like destroy the boulder as it tries to hit you. But you do take a bit of a pain in your foot. All right,
Which
that
is
was
good because
awesome.
I'm at least still conscious.
Yeah. Right, Chris, you're gonna be next.
All right, I will start to retreat as this fire blazes, and I will look around for any type of a ranged weapon I can use, like a dagger laying on the ground, a hand axe.
There's like spears and stuff all over the floor from when Vikings just dropped them, and hand axes and stuff all over the place.
All right,
Cowards.
cool. I'll pick up a hand axe as I move, so I have a ranged weapon.
Cool. And then it's Clint.
I'm going to use my Misty Step to get out of the grease without falling on my butt.
Perfect.
And then I will dash and run my butt as fast as I can back towards the castle.
All right. So the giants can't throw anything at you any longer, so you see them kind of standing there frustrated. They're kind of like pacing back and forth, trying to figure out what to do. So you guys are able to get back to the castle.
Thank God.
And we'll take a quick bio break there, yeah? Be back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
We call it like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. See you then.
Ooh.
Anybody still there? No.
Yeah, those 3 spell slots. Kind of a pain.
It's tough. It's tough if you can't get a rest in.
Yeah. And people are saying that warlocks are kind of at their strongest when wizards are at their weakest, you know? So, like, if you can get a short rest, which is much more frequent than a long rest, you're kind of at your strongest, but there was no time so far.
Well, gotta do what you gotta do. I'm surprised to have lasted this long, actually. I've only taken damage once, but it was a doozy.
Yeah, it's hefty.
Any chance we're going to get a short rest in here, or no? Will we have delayed them by an hour?
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
I'll need to take hit dice back, so I'll spend as many d8s as it takes to get me back to full. I'm down 21. So 8, 5. Oh, you get Constitution modifier, don't you? So 9 and 6, that's 15. Plus another 4, that's 19. Might as well spend 4. Yeah, that's another 4, so that'll get me to full.
We're taking a short rest?
Not like I can take the 4 hit dice with me.
We are taking a short rest then?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use 6 of my die. Because I'm down almost 60 points. So.
Are you satisfied so far, Lloyd? Your encounters are much more deadly this time?
Yeah, I'm pleased.
So 4 times 6, because my Constitution modifier is 24.
Like usually, like those two Garistas were like challenge rating 20, and you guys are level 11. Still managed to beat them.
38. Huh?
Yeah, we put a lot of damage on them before they got through, though, too.
Yeah.
52.
I guess
Again,
he did drop Clint in one round, I guess.
Yeah, he did. Well, they both did. They both attacked Clint that round, but I mean, we were picking away at them. We were using the terrain to our advantage. So.
Yeah, I'm pleased with how this is going so far. It's much more deadly. And I just pick monsters the way I want them to appear instead of trying to build encounters by experience. It's working much better, I think.
Yeah, that's the way I've always done it. And if the fight's too deadly for the party, well, then they should run away. I haven't even revealed my bound weapon yet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back.
Hey.
Where you live?
So we're waiting for Clint and Posey. Oh yeah, Chris, we're getting a short rest, and if you need to spend any hit dice or anything.
All right.
Really uses that small time to meditate, and when he comes out of his meditative state, his level 17 form has arrived.
He'd still die, I think.
Oh, he probably will still die. He's got to survive, man. He's got to be in the next episode.
So when we got back, do we make any healing or anything? Or?
Yeah, you get back to the castle, you can take a short rest.
So I can use all my hit die then.
Yeah.
Gonna have to. I was down to I was down to 21.
Ooh. One more hit from one of those boulders, you could have been done for.
I know.
So you make it to the Stalboard, which is the Iron Fortress, and it's a much bigger gatehouse. The walls are much bigger and thicker and stuff, and it's a bit better defended. There's still people inside, kind of a disarray, but you've got more officers and stuff, kind of giving orders, and it's a bit more, I guess, peaceful, a bit more quiet, and a bit more orderly, and you get an hour to catch your breath. But in that time, you can see the bridge. All the bridges were broken on the way by the other troops, and wizards and stuff were ending down spells. They broke all the bridges. But in the meantime, the giants have brought forward their spellcasters, and they've just been casting Wall of Stone repeatedly to build bridges back across, and they're crossing those. So they get to pretty much the final island before the castle itself, and they cast some walls of stones across, and a particularly large frost giant walks out, unafraid of the attack of all the catapults and whatever. You can see as well the city that you've left behind is completely in flames, smoke and fire everywhere. There's probably nobody left alive over there. So this guy walks forward, and he's wearing this really ornate plate mail. He's got a crown in his head, and he says that your time has come to an end. Your weak gods are dead, and without them, there is nothing you can do to stop us. We are the rightful rulers of this land, and you will kneel to us or die. I offer you one chance, this one chance for mercy. Submit, and you can serve us in the new world.
How far away is he?
He's going to be like 60 feet away.
Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Firebolt.
All right.
The first one's a miss. It's like a 9. The second one's a 19.
That's going to miss too.
Oh.
That is a 17 plus 6.
Well, then all 3 of mine missed.
That one's going to hit.
16 plus 6.
That's what, 22? Yeah, that's good.
So the answer is no.
8 plus 6.
So they all hit, but there's just like this, as you go to hit him, like a shimmering barrier just absorbs your spells, and he laughs.
Oh, none of the firebolts get through. Okay.
Yeah. They all hit, but none of them go through. And he says, he kind of chuckles and says, regrettable, but expected. Very well, and he walks away. And so you see wizards casting spells on some more frost giants, and they cast in large. So the frost giants are now even bigger.
Holy shit.
And they walk up and they start just tearing the wall down, because they're now gargantuan. They're just ripping the wall down and pulling it apart. People are shooting them and stuff, and it's hurting them, but there's like 10 of them, and they're all enormous. And they're just breaking this fortress apart, and people are just dismayed. They thought they were safe here.
Oh my god. The target size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8.
Yeah. So these guys are fucking huge.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
So they're punching the wall, the gatehouse down, and they basically pummel it into the ground, and then they step back, and they all kind of go, and then they rush into the courtyard, and it's insane. There's giants and trolls. And...
I cast Blink.
All right. They're rushing in, orcs and giants and everything. You can see the giant king. He rushes in as well, and he's just hewing. If you've seen Lord of the Rings, Sauron, where he just knocks like 50 guys up into the air with every attack, that's what's happening. He's just hewing his way through these Vikings, and there's screams of terror, and yeah, the whole thing is looking pretty grim. So one of the commanders says, "Take down the king," and try and rush at that guy, but now we'll roll initiative.
Oh, 9.
All right, so I just critted Big Mish.
Nice.
I got 20.
Roscoe got 12.
Okay. You got 20, you like?
Yes, I got 20.
And
Wouldn't it
you
be epic if the one time my charge works, it would be on this guy? That would be fucking epic.
Damon?
9.
9.
That's with a +5.
Jeez. And Sven? Clint?
I got a 23.
23, very nice. And Posey, yours was 24, right?
It was a critical 24.
Okay.
Posey, it always feels like a gym class again. Posey.
I can call you Philip if that's nicer. I don't mean to be offensive.
No, it's funny how many people in my life just call me by my last name. It's amusing.
It's a catchy one.
It's unique.
Yeah. You were first to act. So there's just basically this swirling melee going on, this maelstrom of battle where kind of in the middle there's the Frostgiant King and a couple of bodyguards, and they're just hacking down Vikings. Further back there's like orcs and hill giants and whatever, and there's hundreds of Vikings and stuff, and some of the better known Vikings, they would call named men, are there as well. They're heroes, they're fighting. Even the king is there and he's fighting. Despite him generally being a coward, he's there to try and make a difference with his presence to make people feel, improve morale. So yeah, you are you were up on a wall, so you can see down into the courtyard.
Where is the Giant King in relation to me?
He is going to be like 50 feet away from you, like down some stairs.
Can I just jump on top of him? Or can I get to a position to jump on top of him?
No, he's in the center of the courtyard, so to jump on top of him, you'd have to be like somewhere near enough. Like it's basically.
Am I in melee combat? Actually, am I in a city? And if so,
you are in a city. Yeah.
Am I in melee combat? All right. If I'm not in melee combat, then I will do city passage and be able to use twice my movement for 60 feet.
All right. So you run right up to him.
All right. So this is the way it's going to go down. It's going to be 6 attacks by using my action surge with Odin's spear versus the giant.
Mm-hmm. And
as Merker takes a step, the first step, the entire Celsius of the room just goes down a notch. And when he takes another step, it just gets a little bit colder. And it's actually the heat from all the world coming into his eyes and just glowing red.
Awesome.
And the spear starts to... You don't know that the spear talks, but the tongue of the spear starts to say Odin. And he comes at it, and it's actually the word of Odin entering into the spear.
I like it a lot.
So he is going to roll to attack to hit this creature. So that is a 20 to hit.
20 to hit is going to be good enough, I think. Just let me check. Yeah, it's exactly enough.
All right, and I can roll damage, or we can rate and do it all at once. What do you want to do?
Whatever you prefer. Roll all 3 hits first.
All right, it's actually all 6.
Okay.
Does he have reaction attacks against damage?
He does. He's going to do one for sure.
All right. I know that's the way you play. All right. So that is a miss. Oh, my next one, I rolled a 4 plus 9. That's a miss.
Okay.
That is a 21. That's a hit. That's a roll of 12 plus 9. That is a 2 plus 9. That's a big miss.
Mm-hmm.
That's another 2.
Ouch.
Jesus. So that is a 16 plus 9.
Yeah. So you are Mercury is slightly intimidated by this thing.
And fuck, that's another miss. I think that's all 6. So what? I hit him twice.
You hit him 3 times.
I hit him 3 times. Okay. Right. So that's 21 points just to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And I will go ahead and roll damage here. So, not good. That is 21 plus 12.
Okay. So 33.
Yes.
All right.
After all that,
Yeah.
33. Jesus.
Did you roll? You're using the spear, right? Did you roll all your dice?
Yeah, it was the...
Because he's a giant.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. That's another 7, another 1, and another 7.
So 15 more. So 48 total.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, 48 total. This guy doesn't even
No,
look
not
phased.
slightly. And he's gonna use his reaction to hit you with his sword.
He can try.
Oh, he does it.
Oh, he does? Fuck.
Big words. Yeah. He's looking at like a 28 to hit.
That almost hits me twice.
So 8, 9,
What's the damage on that sword? Just
13.
because I'm curious.
It's gonna be 8d6.
It's like a fireball.
Yep. 13, 17, 21, 27, 33, 43 points of damage as he just hacks you with this enormous...
Jesus Christ.
The sword has like all these faces in it, like they're swirling around and they're all kind of making horrible faces, like they're trying to escape the sword. And he like hacks into you with that.
I tell the boys, we have to destroy the sword. The souls from the sword will come out and destroy him. That's just my...
That's something that I saw somebody talking about, was like, when I was thinking about running a campaign, it's like, let the players make up stuff for you. And that's like definitely one of those situations, you know? Like you describe something and they're like, oh, maybe this is happening. You're like, oh, maybe that is happening. That's quite good. Clint, you are next.
Oh my god.
Well, that kind of changes my action. I was going to get there, but that kind of damages. And is he one of the ones that's enlarged at the moment?
He's not. They didn't come into the city. They're standing outside still trying to punch down walls and stuff, and they're throwing rocks in and stuff.
Yeah.
They're being used like siege engines instead of warriors.
So then who are we concentrating our fire on, guys?
Might as well go for the king at first.
Whoever you want. Kill the Viking king.
How far is the king outside the walls?
They're all inside, so it's basically this circular keep, and they've broken through the front gate, and they're like in the middle, and they're surrounded on all sides by Vikings, but there's just like this circle of really powerful bad giants who are just wrecking people, and then a kind of wave of like lesser creeps like orc and whatever are coming in through the gate, trying to fight their way to him.
So how far away from the king are we then?
You were 60 feet away, I think I said.
Alright. So...
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, nothing. I just forgot that I had Great Weapon Master now, and I could have re-rolled all those ones. But it's fine.
So with my insanely stupid acts of bravery, would I be able to jump and then use Misty Step to get onto him?
Hell yes, absolutely.
All right, we'll do that, and then we'll attack him twice.
So you want to like take a running jump up into the air and then Misty Step the rest of the way and land on him. That's awesome.
So a 13 on the first hit and a 25 on the second one.
The second one hits.
All right. For a whopping 13 points of damage.
Okay. Alrighty. He doesn't even notice. Oogalag.
So he's what, just huge size at the moment?
He's huge, yeah.
Damn
I
it,
just,
these mages need to enlarge me.
I just shout, "Ooh, your leg!" and I charge at him as much as I can this round. You know what I mean?
All right.
Just straight shot, not stop for anything. Anything in front of me gets run over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you knock like a couple Vikings, a couple like shitty orcs out of your way.
Like I said, I'm 7'10", 485 pounds.
Good
Yeah.
luck stopping me from running through you.
We even like run into the leg of a giant and kind of trip him up a bit as you run. So you're like an unstoppable just line of giants.
Yeah, well, I'm working that unstoppable charge, damn it.
All right, then it's the giant king's go. Is this the untimely end of Merker?
I think so.
I think it might be. It's not. He looks at the rest of the party, and he lifts his hand up, and he throws this bolt of frost at you guys. So you all need to make a dexterity saving throw. Actually, all of you who are not run away from there. So that means Damon and Razgul, actually. It's you two.
Would I need to, since I'm like with him?
No, you moved. You're fine.
Okay.
23.
You're good?
26.
Okay, so you both make the save, so you'll take half.
I won't take any.
Oh, you have the uncanny dodge thing, right?
Right. Evasion.
Cool, yeah. Oh, Jesus. I wish I was a calculator. I guess this much damage. 8.
Too much use.
Okay. So, Damon, you take 28 points of damage when you come back.
Okay, then. I will use my Misty Escape reaction.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt. Okay, how far away from me is he?
60 feet.
He's 60 feet horizontally from me.
Like, he's 60 feet horizontal and then maybe 10 feet down.
Okay, so I will Misty Escape 60 feet straight out, so I'm 10 feet above him.
All right.
And when it's my turn, then I will
Right on.
next.
Okay, that's his whole turn. So then Razgul.
All right. So up here on this area, is there any catapults or harpoons or any type of ranged weapon that they had?
They're on the higher wall, the outer wall, which is mostly rubble at this stage.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'll just move as close as I can. Can I get within 60 feet of them?
Yeah, you can.
All right. And I will aim for the one who my ally is closest to, so I get my sneak attack damage.
Yeah, that's the king.
Right. That's a 19 plus the hand axe. 28.
That's a hit.
$24 points of damage.
Awesome. Very good.
And I will go on dodge.
Cool. Then it's Damon's turn, who is 10 feet above this thing.
Right, so now my bound pack weapon comes into hand. It's a great spear. It's a Keld Alfer great spear that I took off the body of Keld Alfer, like chieftain's son, who I hunted. And as I'm above him, I'm coming down. I'm going to lash out at him twice with the spear as I drop down. I'm going to try to kind of use his body to break my fall and slide down to the ground near him.
Mm-hmm.
What's the damage on this thing? Okay. So the first one's a 26.
Yeah, that's a hit.
So 10 points of damage. And the second one is a 25.
That's also a hit.
Nice rolls. 19 and an 18 for 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And since I'm using Blink at the end of my turn, I roll a d20. And I rolled an 11. And on a roll of 11 or more, I slip into the ethereal plane.
Oh, wow.
Whoa! What the hell?
That's amazing.
So, on a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from your current plane of existence and appear in the ethereal plane. At the start of my next turn, and when the spell ends if I'm on the ethereal plane, I return to an unoccupied space of my choice that I can see within 10 feet of the space I vanished from.
Can you talk to Thor while you're there?
So
While
you're
on the ethereal plane, I can see and hear the plane I originated from, which is cast in shades of gray, and I can't see anything there more than 60 feet away. I can only affect and be affected by other creatures on the ethereal plane. Creatures that aren't there cannot perceive or interact with me unless they have
holy
the ability to do so.
shit.
And so this lasts for 1 minute.
What the fuck?
So I get to do this for 10 rounds.
He was
Holy
going
shit.
to reaction and chop you in half, but he's not going to do that now.
Thank God.
All right, then it's the giant bodyguard's turn. So there's 3 of those guys who are like guarding the king. Um, in combat with the giant king, we have Sven and Merker. So 2 of them are going to attack Sven. For a total, oh my god, it's a crit. For a total of 1 hit and 1 crit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I think he might be done for.
Why are you picking on Sven all night?
He's always in the thick of it. Merker's going to get smacked as well, don't worry.
I'm sure.
I
I just thought I got to use my hit dice before this battle.
That's going to be 66 points of damage plus from the crit. Plus another 14, so 80 points of damage.
So he goes back down like a cheap hooker.
Alright. And then the other bodyguard attacks Merker with his 2 attacks, and I think those are both hits.
19?
Yeah, then it's 2 hits.
Oh. All right. Jesus.
Mean person.
So I need a calculator. So
I'm sure you'll be fine.
We'll see.
It's gonna add up to like 3.
49 points of damage.
29?
49.
49.
49, yeah. So these guys are like also decked out in plate. They've got these big swords and axes, like these huge, big ass great weapons, and they're just like hewing in front of them, and they managed to catch both of you. Clint has pretty much he's been hit by a hammer, and his internal organs are pretty much goo at this stage. And then we're back around to Merker.
I'm going to second wind.
Uh-huh.
As a bonus. Okay, so that is 9 plus 11 for 20 points of... Okay, so I'm now at 21 HP.
Oh my god.
I'm going to attack the king 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to roll 3d20 at once.
Sure.
Let's get this over with. All right, that's a crit.
Nice.
Not only is it a crit, but it's also a critical failure and a 4.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, so you hit the crit. Let's do that first.
All right. So I'm going to disarm him from his sword. That's what I'm going to try and do.
All right.
So from the crit, I have... No, that can't be right. I didn't think I had that right. So that's 5. No. That's a 2.
So the crit should be like 24, and then you roll 3d8.
I did. That's 42 points of damage against his hand carrying the sword.
All right, let's have him make a Constitution save, I guess.
Dexterity, strength save? I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do.
Constitution, I would think, to like not drop something, to like endure something. I would always think it's Constitution. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. It's a natural 20.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm really not.
Alright.
I can't even lift the computer, but it's a natural 20.
So, as I hit him, the spear goes out of my hand, and it actually flies across the room, and I kind of fall to one knee, and I put my hand on the ground, and I look up, and I go to swing at him again, but my other weapon falls out of my hand, and it's just my back is exposed to him, and it's like he's on his knees, his arms are there, his blood's pouring out of his face, out of his eyes and his nose, and when he breathes, just like these bubbles of blood just burst out everywhere. And that's where Merker is.
Man. Clint, Sven is making a death save, I believe.
He's trying, so let's see if he does it. No, he does not. So blood squirts out of the vein in his neck.
Very good. Uyaleg.
I will reach him this round, so yeah, I'm doing the unstoppable charge for my move to the king. Yes. 25.
That'll hit.
14 points, and he's got a DC 16 death save. Come on, fumble. This would be epic.
It's a 19
Damn.
on the die.
Alright, and then I'll take my attacks on him.
Alright.
That is a 18.
No, you need to hit a 20.
Okay, 20.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, my second attack hits, and my third attack hits. I was doing normal attacks, not the -5. So. So my 2 hits did a total of 33 points of damage.
Excellent. Alright. Next, it's him. Oh dear. Okay. Huh?
I'm on the ethereal plane.
Yeah, you're not there, I know. Alright, so seeing that Merker's pretty much taken care of, he's going to try and down Uyaleg and then finish them off. So he's going to make his 2 attacks against Uyaleg. Oh my god. It's a crit and an 18.
Holy fuck!
Where are these rolls coming from? Holy shit.
I'm
Josh,
so glad I'm at max hit points right now.
Okay, so I definitely need a calculator now.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck. Alright, that's going to be 94 points of damage to Ian.
Ouch! I'm down to 20 hit points just like that.
Man, okay.
How could you
though.
take that?
I took it.
Fuck. Okay. Razgul.
So I see all this happen to him, and which way did you throw the spear?
I guess past him.
Yes.
Like in my direction? Well, no.
I don't know where you are.
Well, if you had your back to him, then you would be facing me.
I didn't have my back to the giant though.
No,
I was facing him.
when you
Would
threw
have
the
probably
spear.
thrown it off to either his left or his right if he didn't hit the giant. So yeah, on your left or right, kind of a good bit away, I'd say.
Right. All right. So I will, having seen this, just continue my movement on to the Giant King, and I will use one of my lucky points to get advantage on this roll.
Sure.
15 plus 11, 26.
Yep.
66. 28 points of damage.
Very nice. All right, Damon, who's in the ethereal plane, hanging out.
So at the beginning of my turn, I come out of the ethereal plane, and I'm going to cast a concentration spell.
Mm-hmm.
Because Blink is not a concentration spell, just lasts a minute. I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch, and I'll make melee attacks against him.
All right.
I guess I just get one, right? Yeah, one. That's 21.
That's a hit.
That's 5d6 damage.
Ooh.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18 plus, oh, does 18. So it does 18 points of damage to him, and I regain hit points equal to half that amount. So I get 9 hit points back.
Okay.
And then I roll a d20 at the end of my turn, and I roll a 12.
When you hit him, he's going to take a reaction to hit you.
I blink back into the ethereal plane.
Does he? This is a question. If you hit him, does he get a reaction before you disappear? Do you think? It's like
At the end of my turn, his reaction takes place.
before then. His reaction is when he takes damage.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Holy shit, he's gonna lay waste to you.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
see.
done.
What's the AC? What's your AC?
18.
Sorry?
18.
Oh yeah, he's gonna hit you exactly.
I'm wearing like a loincloth or something.
So 31 points of damage with his soul-sucking sword.
Fuck this guy. I got 9 hit points left.
So then you do your blink.
I just wanted to ask, who else had Death Ward on them?
Oh, I have it, yeah. Is it worn off by now?
I don't know. I'll say it's still there.
Yeah, thank God, because that's what I use to stay alive.
Yes, I don't think it lasts very long.
For the purpose of it being more fun, I'll let it hang around.
Yeah, because when I got that 49, I used Death Ward to have 1 hit point.
Okay.
Oh, it lasts 8 hours.
Oh, hell yeah, I did it right.
Cool. All right, then it's the giant bodyguards. So there's 3 of those. 4 of those, excuse me. So did you go back to the ethereal plane?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. So 1 for Merker. That's actually a miss. 1 for Uleg. That's also a miss. And 1 more for Merker. That's going to hit.
Okay. Goodbye, Merker.
20 points of damage to Merker.
Whoa! 1 hit point left. This is it.
Ridiculous. All right. Then it's Merker's turn.
For one more round.
So here's the thing with Merker. Merker just got hit so hard that half the skin came off his body. And to him, he can see Valhalla. So in this plane, he sees the giants, but he also sees these fields of wheat. And he sees his family that was killed in front of him. And he sees them moving towards him. And in the distance, he sees Odin, and he says Odin's name. And when he says that, the spear appears in his hand.
Awesome.
And the world comes back into focus. He lifts up the spear and attacks the giant's weapon. Here we go. That's a crit.
Yes! Excellent.
Okay.
You're attacking the weapon itself, not the giant.
I'm attacking the weapon itself.
Okay.
All right. So that is 24 plus 10 plus 7. So that is 34 plus 7 equals 41 points of damage against this whatever sword he has.
All right, so you hit the blade, and there's like a crack, and
Does the Spear of Odin destroy it?
pretty much, yeah. There's like this crack, and then it kind of expands, and there's this huge bright light as all the souls come rushing out and knock everything within 100 feet on its ass. Everything gets knocked prone. They kind of swirl around, and some of them like fly through the Giant King and through his bodyguard. Some of them fly through you guys as well. And the Giant King, who actually had 2 hit points left, is done in by this. So he's like torn to bits by all these souls who kind of just get their revenge for being trapped in his blade for so long.
That's incredible.
So the souls do damage to you guys as well. So anyone who is saving for death needs to make or fails a death save. Everyone else is going to take, let's say, 6 points of damage, and as the souls kind of fly around the place, everything is knocked on the ground, and there's like a silence, and the Giant King dies. And as he dies, all of the demons that had been summoned as well, they just pop away, and so they're no longer on this plane, and they're just gone. And there's like this ragged cheer as all the Vikings see this happen, and they're like, "Wow, we can make it!" And the king who has a splintered shield and a broken sword, and he's covered in his own blood, and he's like, "This is our chance, we can make it!" And they fight with renewed vigor.
Pull your leg!
Well, Burker's actually down on the floor, bleeding to death of that last blow.
All right, so he's saying like, "This is our a momentary respite. We have to keep going. We have to drive them back. This is our chance. We can." And just as he says that, there's a huge shadow overhead, and then silence from the king as he and hundreds of men are turned into solid ice statues. A huge
Oh my god!
blown over, all into ice. So they're just these icy statues, and everyone needs to make a deck save.
I can't. Because I'm dead on the ground.
Yeah, I can't make one either, so...
That's another failed death save then.
Alright, let me roll my first save to see if I can even save.
In that case, Sven has died.
Wow.
Alright, I made 1 save and 1 failure so far.
Okay. So, anyone who is still alive needs to make a deck save.
I got a 19.
You had 19. Let's see. Where is it?
Is it a dragon? What is it?
It's a dragon.
Oh my god.
Let's see how much damage this breath does.
I already take half damage, so if I pass my save, then I take quarter damage.
Okay, it's gonna be. It's not so bad. It's just gonna be 16d8.
16d8?
Yeah.
What was the save?
It was
Shit.
DC 22.
Oh yeah, so I did
So
not make it.
you said 16d8, and that's not that bad.
Lloyd, just as a shout out, this is way more difficult than the last game.
It was meant to be.
Holy fuck.
It's time to get the calculator out again. So,
Your leg's pretty much guaranteed to drop here.
and then the other 8d8. So it's 71 for anyone who didn't make the save.
71?
Yeah. If you did make the save. So if you did make the save, we'll call that 35.
35 or 36?
It should be 36, right? You round up in the
Yeah,
situation.
it should be 36.
Yeah.
So that puts me at negative 22.
Okay.
Out.
All right. Is that everyone done for it? Line with Philip.
Death Ward will put you back up to 1 hit point, correct?
Yeah, Death Ward
Yes.
puts you at 1.
Good.
So
'cause
he survives.
okay.
I'm down to 42.
You still have health?
Yeah, I still got a lot of health.
I would have been at negative 68, but instead I'm at 1.
So as it flies over, you both get a chance to hit it or whatever.
Sure.
Kill me. Kill me.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. Except death, I reckon.
Run away.
Totally.
I don't think I can run from it.
Does it? How close does it get? Does it get within, say, 500 feet?
It doesn't say. Oh, at 90, it gets in the 500 feet for sure. Yeah.
I will dimension door onto the back of the dragon.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. All right.
That's a full action.
Sure. And Razgul, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'll just sit there, man. I'll go down with the ship, I reckon. I don't think I can outrun a dragon, dude.
You can stabilize people though. You could try.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
do that. I'll do medicine checks on everybody.
Sure. You got to do one a turn, so you pick one person.
Who's on the brink of death the most? That would be the monk, right?
Monk is gone, I think.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Merker.
so he and Marker are both down.
Sven has become a perfect ice statue of the person that he was.
Oh no.
He looks
I'll
very
go-
heroic.
I'll go with Merker because he's got the Spear of Odin, man. I think that's got to be a 12 on my medicine.
Yeah, that stabilizes him.
So you see him, and he had this beautiful smile on his face because he was just sharing a pint of mead with Freyja, this beautiful Norse goddess. And he looks up, and when he goes to bring his mouth to his face, he just sees you, and he sees all this chaos around him. Fuck, I'm back.
All right. So order-wise, it would be. Let's see. I kind of jumped out of initiative order there for that. So
Actually, I think I need 1d4 hours in order to gain 1 hit point back. Is that it?
I think
All
so.
right.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 3 hours for me.
Okay. See if he makes it.
Okay.
So yeah. So let's say we'll go back to the initiative order. So it'll be Posey. Mercury, I guess we'll just sit around, right? He's unconscious, so.
Oh, did I have 15 minutes out? Can I second wind here?
You did not have 15 minutes out.
Okay.
You've had about 3 seconds out.
All right. Well, then I just recuperate. That's all I'm doing.
So Sven is dead. Uyaleg, death save.
All right, my first death save. 17. So I
Okay.
made it.
Then it's Razgul.
I'll stabilize Uyaleg, or attempt to stabilize Uyaleg. It needs to be a 10, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I failed. Let me use my last luck point
sure.
and re-roll this. I rolled a 10.
Perfect. Right, Uyaleg is also stable. Damon, you're on the back of a gargantuan white dragon.
Well, I get 2 attacks with my Thirsting Blade. So I'm going to make the most of it.
Can you banish him?
I can take this guy. I got 1 hit point left. The first one is an 18,
No,
and the second one is a 21.
that's a hit.
It does 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
And I'll hold onto the spear, like...
Take that.
All right, so he's only on 326 hit points, so you guys are getting close.
Good. I got 1.
So then it would be the dragon's turn. I'm gonna take this from what you had, Ian, and do a wing attack on you.
Can I try to steer him with the spear?
Sure.
Just try to steer him away from the castle.
All right.
Yeah.
What would that be?
But I have to make a saving throw, yeah?
Sure, yeah.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
That's 20.
It's not a 22, unfortunately. So you will take 15 points of damage and get knocked off the dragon.
Okay.
How high was the dragon?
I'm unconscious.
90 feet. So you'll also then get a failed death save for hitting the ground as you fall 90 feet.
Okay.
All right. Merker is still on 0 hit or 1 hit point. 0 hit points, right?
0 hit points, yeah. Just
Okay.
stable.
Yeah, we're just stable.
Is there
Just
anything
stable and covered in giant icemen.
Is there anything you can do in that situation to like regain a hit point, or you just have to rest?
I just have to rest.
Okay.
Not unless somebody pours a healing potion down my throat.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do. I think I can move, can't I, when I'm incapacitated?
No.
Oh, come on!
I mean, you can undo it if you want, I suppose, but no.
Do your leg, you're also
Let me see if I can rules lawyer this shit out.
Ulig is unconscious, dreaming of really large women.
All right. Razgul?
Alright, I haven't seen Damon just fall from the sky and hit the ground. I reckon I'll run over there and patch him up too.
Be the medic.
Oh, this is good.
That's a 4, dude. I failed my medicine.
Alright, that's good. Cool.
I don't got any more lucky points left.
That's a failure, correct?
Oh, is it?
I think so.
So, it
I think
says...
so, yeah.
All right, lower me up, Posey. Hit me. What?
Alright, so I just checked the player's handbook. It says, under incapacitated, you can check in your own book, the player who's incapacitated cannot take actions or reactions. However, an action is different from a movement. So I will claw my distance away and hide under some bodies.
All right.
Actually, a movement is an action, I think. But, yeah, I think it's a move action. I could be wrong.
It's called a movement action.
Well, for the sake of cinema, I'll let you crawl under a body.
Okay, great.
That's your last act. It won't make a difference, but
3 hours I have to hide from this dragon.
Damon, it's your turn. Make a death save.
No, I fail. I'm dead.
You're dead. All right. The giant has regained its breath weapon, flies overhead, sprays it again. So anyone who's alive needs to make a dex save. I think that's just Razgul at this stage.
Yep.
No, I'm alive. I'm just unconscious.
Alright, I rolled a 5 plus 9, so
Okay.
14. I failed.
That's gonna fail.
Oh, that's it. We're all done.
I still only take half damage though.
All right, so you'll take 35. I'm going to take, instead of rolling 16d8 and calculating, I'm just going to take the 72 it says here. So 36 points of damage.
Alright, yeah, I still got a couple left, dude. I'm pretty messed up. I'm like staggering around like, what the shit was that?
Carry me out of here.
Good.
I saw him crawl under a body. I'm like, man, I might do the same thing.
Yeah, but no, we're back to dying.
You need to make a DC 16 Wisdom throw as well. I forgot about that. Frightful Presence. So you got to make a Wisdom saving throw.
What? I need to make it, or everyone?
No, just the person who's alive. Just Razgul.
Right.
Yeah. You said wisdom?
Yeah.
I rolled a 15. That's all I got.
Okay, so you are frightened of the dragon as well.
Oh yeah.
Good, let's get away. Grab my body.
In
Let's
fairness,
run.
it did kill everyone in sight, so you need to move away from it whenever you take an action as far as you can.
Okay.
That
That would be now.
would be now, yeah.
Alright. So can I move in the direction of Murder and Uleg?
Did you just call Merker murder? I like that.
Technically, He just can't willfully move closer to the dragon. Any attacks he makes are on
Okay,
disadvantage.
so he doesn't have to move away. All right.
So I move towards Murder and Uyuleg, and I start piling bodies on top of them
Nice.
to kind of like maybe barricade them in.
Cool.
And
I take a few bodies to cover me.
try to crawl under one myself, and maybe just wait this out. And I go on the dodge.
Okay. The dragon then decides to land, seeing no more threats, and it kind of laughs, and it kind of sniffs around for anything that might be alive, and it crawls its way over to you, and it like flings the bodies aside, and it's going to make a bite attack. It can effortlessly find you as well.
All right.
Jesus!
It's a fucking ancient dragon. It's well capable of doing this stuff.
He's probably like, look at this dumbass.
Passive perception is 23, so I reckon he's good to go. Yeah, so he bites you. Oh my god. It bites you and then hits you twice with its claws. Let's see. One.
Was he like this?
So that's going to be 15 and 19 and 15. So 30, 40, 49 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm dead.
Alright, so it like eats you. Proper eats you. Like,
Yep.
picks you up, swallows you in one gulp.
Now, technically, Merker and I appear to be completely dead. So.
You appear to be
Yes.
dead, so it doesn't bother with you guys. It kind of walks around for a bit, and like the other giants are running in. They're killing whatever's left that isn't dead. The frozen bodies, they just like glitter in the sun as the various giants walk across into the keep. There's no valiant last stand. No songs will be sung about today because everyone's dead. Through cold efficiency and brute force, the Styleboard was taken. A few humans that did escape did so through a portal that was summoned inside the keep by one remaining wizard. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the castle is taken. Now humanity stands in disarray. The capital city is taken and the Jotun march ever south. Who will stop them? And that's it.
Merker will, once he gets 3 hours of rest.
Yeah.
Merker and Uyuleg accidentally survived.
Yeah.
Just because everybody thought they were dead.
We were glistening in the sun with the dead bodies they discarded.
And we had a bunch of dead bodies with us.
I hope I give the dragon like terrible diarrhea, man.
Oh my god.
He did eat my poisoner's kit.
That's true, yeah.
Hell yeah. Man, he's got rogue diarrhea.
That was fun.
There you go, that's it.
Wow, that was insane. Like,
Yeah.
not only having the giant king and after all the giants and the bodyguards and the walls and these demons and
We
these
tried so
elves, it's like,
That's why I really wanted it to. I mean, you've mentioned it in the recap video, Ian, about like hopelessness and how that's like a much better ending sometimes. And I wanted it like that. Despite all this heroic shit you did, it just didn't matter at all. In the end, some giant or some dragon came along, just effortlessly kills a lot of you. You know, it's like that really is meant to sum up like how kind of screwed humanity is in the face of what's coming. You know.
I drew his blood though.
You did, yeah.
we'll clone him.
He was only on 290 something hit points in the end, so.
Yeah, nice. Good fun.
So what was your favorite part of the game? Mine was having 1 hit point, being between 2 worlds, and breaking the sword.
Yeah, that was
Pretty
great.
epic.
I had no plan for that sword, but when you mentioned that, I was like, that is badass. I'm taking that.
My favorite part is got to be the fact that somehow Merker and Uyuleg managed to survive.
I mean, it kind of explains why we're still around.
Yeah.
How we know each other.
Yeah, that's why we know each other, because all of our party died, and we survived by basically a twist of fate.
Yep. For me, I mean,
Technically, Roscoe saved our lives by stacking dead bodies on us.
Yeah.
for my character, it had to be just the very ending, going out, with 1 hit point, teleporting onto the dragon's back and attacking it right before he killed
Yeah.
me.
That would be a big deal to him. That would mean a lot to him.
I
Right.
thought that was the most badass part was when he teleported Dimension Door onto the dragon's back. That was wicked.
That was good.
I
Yeah.
knew I was over. I had to go out swinging.
Yeah.
I also like the part where I dropped the catapult and then I fell 50 feet onto this demon.
Yeah. And the whole bit at the edge of the bridge with the grease and
Oh my god, yeah, that was so great.
But yeah, that was fantastic.
Oh,
And it was basically just all of us fucking up.
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was great. That was a lot of fun.
Okay, does anybody have a channel they want to plug before I end the recording?
No, but I do want to plug the one-shot table group that we have on Facebook. I hope everyone comes and checks it out and plays more games.
That's how I met everybody here, and it's a very good place to find people to play games with and make friends and have a great time.
All right.